just a bloke in a bar.
Podcasters are the new rock stars.
Yeah, dude.
That's what they say.
That's what they're saying. That's what we're hearing.
What a sad state of affairs if that's true.
Do
you know what I mean? Like comparing us to like actual rock
we're
stars.
not rock stars.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But like, it's sad. It's like a limp dick compared to a full throbbing hard cock.
Well, the world used to be cool.
Yeah, it did used to be.
Yeah,
cool.
the world used to be cool.
The world used to be really cool.
That's a great point.
Go watch Live Aid.
Maybe we need to do
when
some.
Queen were fucking like 20 minutes of music then, like, that's a different world.
Yeah, maybe we should try
cool
and podcast while being fully shanked and start doing like outrageous stuff to be rock stars.
We've done it. We've done it.
But did you do anything outrageous? So I feel like
No,
you-
I think people just go, Eddie looks sloppy.
Well, no, we did proper fucked where we pounded a bottle of Conor McGregor's whiskey and watched Manly hump the Warriors once, like a few years ago, and we did get.
Or was it game 2 we watched?
No, we did that. We did 2. We did a game. We watched Joey game at 05.
Was that a proper fuck?
I don't know what it was, but it might have just been like a here's some content for you. But the Conor McGregor whiskey one, we got fucked up.
Did you wake up the next morning and go, oh shit?
No, I was pretty.
Wasn't live.
No, it wasn't live.
Okay, I was going to say, fuck.
No.
Because that's Rockstar. You got to do it live,
no,
you know?
we're not. I mean, well, we do live streams. I've been pissed on a live stream probably. Live stream, we're doing the Origin, but like, I haven't been proper cooked on a fucking stream, and I don't think I will.
It's a dangerous
Maybe
game.
tonight.
Yeah, unless I can get like a New South Wales 13 plus bet.
Are you doing a live stream tonight?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We decided not to go to the game. We got tickets from some guy, but then it was like just admin heavy.
Admin heavy.
Just to get up
We're
there
going away
and
next
then
week,
come
yeah.
back. We're going away next week. So.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Admin heavy.
Yep.
Fuck.
Admin.
Admin buying tickets like for flights is pretty hectic.
No, but you fly up
No,
there.
it's going there.
Going there.
Oh,
As
that's
in the
admin.
admin of going.
Not the admin of getting tickets.
No,
the admin
no,
of
no,
flying up
We
there.
have different
hotel.
definitions of admin.
Yeah, right. You thought we
Actual
meant
admin.
actually booking tickets
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. No. As in like actually doing it.
Yeah, doing the damn thing.
Going up there, writing ourselves off. That's Thursday done. You can fucking throw Thursday away.
Thursday's in the bin.
Then it's the end of the week.
Yeah.
Friday's in the bin as well.
Yeah, just generally.
Because then
the
it's
day of the week.
residual and, you know, trying
Yeah.
to run a marathon.
And then if you win the series, you've got to have a drink Friday night, so the whole weekend's done. Then
The whole thing's done. The whole thing's done.
Mate, I don't... Look, I've got the rubberiest arm of all time. I've got a couple of mates going up. They've got a
Yeah.
propensity to, you know, rip and tear. And
Mates of yours that would do that? I don't believe it,
Yeah,
Edward.
so look, it wouldn't be a great business decision. Quite frankly, we win. It's a 6 a.m. Probably don't sleep. Get on the flight. I'm
Feel
fucked
like
till
shit.
Monday.
Having to wear a mask on the flight, you basically feel like you're gonna pass out the whole time. It's fucking over.
That's
Have
my
you-
reality.
have you-
So I'm mature. I've matured.
Yeah. I was going to say, have you gotten to the point now where, like, you realise I'm just not one of the public in the sense of I can't just rip and tear without maybe someone filming me or, you know what I mean?
Nah, that doesn't. I don't think of that too much. Although some guy did try to film me take a piss in.
And people film you on the John.
Yeah, some guy filmed me on the toilet. So in that sense, yes, I do know what you mean, but I'm also like, fuck, doesn't happen all the time. So that's nice. But no, it's more like I just don't want to rip and tear. So then like I'm becoming a bit more wise to the day out. Like I'm like, you know, usually you're like, fuck it, it's all good. And then you have the day and you go, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah.
But you've got kids. I don't know if
Exactly.
anyone knows that.
Yeah.
Whereas I can just get
Horizontal.
super horizontal.
Yeah,
And then
and
ship
I
in the
can't.
kernel, and that's my life.
Yeah.
Living the dream,
Put
really.
the fire on. Fuck, it's good.
You actually have a firefighter.
Yeah. Like
Not
one
even
of those
just screen.
Open
gas
wood,
one.
full fireplace. He's got like a mahogany fucking. Like,
Really?
Stone
That sound. I grew up with one of them out in the country.
Oh, yeah.
I actually grew up with fireplaces.
I'm pretty sure every country
Did
house-
everything, was it really annoying, like where you grew up, like did everything that was metal get really rusted from the salt, from
sea
the ocean,
spray?
from the sea spray?
I honestly don't even know what rust looks like. I had to
Like,
Google rust.
The windows fucking like rust open.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
I literally
like
had
it's
to
most
Google
shit
rust.
wood because if you have metal, it gets rusted really quickly.
I
Do you
li-
have to keep replacing your TV every couple of years because it would get like the sea
Honestly,
spray?
I didn't see rust till I probably 18 years old.
Right, I mean, there's a lot of rusty shit on a farm. Yeah, but it's not really.
No, we kept it brand spanking. We took care of our tools, mate.
Okay. Yeah.
Did ya?
Your rusty tools.
By the sea.
With a good sea view.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good, boys. Sounds good. So
Yeah,
tonight,
you're
YouTube.
Yeah, Hello Sport, New South Wales 13 Plus.
New South Wales 13 plus.
Do you want to hear a good omen? Quickly?
Okay. Yeah.
I woke up this morning thinking it was 4 a.m. It was 6:30 in the morning, and I look at my phone to check the time, and I see that Hello Sport has a notification from New South Wales legend Mark Geyer,
One of the state's favourite
one of the
sons.
state's favourite sons. I'm like, what? I open the notification. Guess what Mark's wearing? New South Wales Stadium Plus jumper.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
That
there
is
you
a
go.
pretty fucking good omen.
We didn't send it to him either.
No, I didn't send it to him.
So
Mark's gone out of his way to
Yeah.
support the state.
Yeah.
Damn. That is pretty hectic.
Even though this is a
So-
state election jumper.
Yeah, Mark's very into politics. It's a state election jumper, but
Who would have thought Mark Guy would be that into politics?
Well, he's a big fan of state politics, and he
politics.
wants
Who
to make
isn't?
sure
Who
he wants to
isn't?
make sure the state's in a good place. It's
Who
well run.
isn't a fan of state politics at the moment? You know what I mean? It's fucking humming at the moment.
What's the election? Couldn't be more than 6 months away.
No, at a pinch, Eddie. And I mean, when you're seeing what's going on with what's his name, John Barilaro, you know, there's a lot going on there. It's fucking
Yep.
woo.
Johnny B.
Johnny
Yep.
B,
Johnny B's in trouble.
Dommy Pezza,
Dommy P. Johnny B.
Dommy.
Tommy. Well,
Anyway, so there, yeah, it was
you
good to
go.
see Mark Guy rocking a New
that
South
is a.
Wales
I'm not going to lie.
13-6
That
or
is
more
like
jumper.
that's up there with omens.
Don't you
Yeah,
reckon?
it's a good omen
Yeah,
for
that is
Queensland,
up there
right?
with omens. That's pretty scary, actually.
Are you worried by that?
I am actually because that's kind of thrown my juju off.
You roll that into the fact that you don't have Cameron Munster.
Yeah, that's
You don't have
extremely bad
Tuolungi.
omen.
You have Tuolungi, you've got Dearden.
You got Dearden, and
Tenacious Tommy.
Yeah, tenacious.
and
Tommy.
we've got too many weapons in the duffel.
So you might have just ruined your omen because last time you said that we fucking spanked you.
No, I'm going, fuck that. Double dang.
I think you just
down.
cancelled your omen out.
No. We
No.
said that
I
last
think-
year, dude. We said that last year.
We said last year
literally
we won.
weaponed
No,
you to death.
I think you actually went away
You
from
don't,
saying
you don't reckon I said that last year when we fucking put 50 on you in the first game?
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty sure
it.
I
I
did.
honestly think you might have ruined your omen. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Your opinion. Well, your opinion is wrong.
I think you just ruined your omen by bringing back bad omenry from when we charged you up with the worst side ever.
No. I've had dreams as well.
Oh, have you? What's the dream?
I've been dreaming.
Yeah?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, fucking oath.
I don't have dreams that are footy related, by the way.
Okay.
This was completely out of the blue.
What do you usually have dreams about? Like, if you were going to rule out footy as a dream, do you have anything that you dream about often, or is it more?
I don't wake up with filled with dreams generally. Like I've got sort of vague sort of recollections of dreams, but they're out the window as soon as I wake up. I think about it for 1 second, then it's gone.
Okay.
But it's like lifey shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
no
yeah.
football stuff.
No football stuff?
No football stuff.
Okay.
Until now.
I also don't remember them, right? I remember this one clear as fucking day.
Okay.
Suncorp.
Yeah.
72nd minute.
Yeah.
Okay. We're down.
Okay.
We're
Sounds
down.
about right. Yep.
New South Wales is down, looking for a miracle.
What's the score?
I know what the score ends on.
Okay.
I don't know what it was at the time. Jakey Trbojevic trucks that seed.
Yeah, as he does.
5 meters out. No one can stop him. He crashes over, and then he looks up, and there's just this look in his face. He's like, and the boys just fucking pile on him, and it's like, yeah, and everyone's fucking losing it. State wins. Final score 24-22.
Holy.
So I've got just a little bet for the punter and the dribbler.
Okay.
Jake last try scorer. New South Wales 24 points. Queensland 22 points. If you can't do that, do New South Wales 24 points and then total points 46.
I tell you what, that is poetic.
And it hasn't left my brain.
Yeah, that is poetic.
The points, the points is where the dream to me becomes almost unignorable. You know what I mean? Like, if it was just Jake to score a try, you go, all right, yeah, sure. Like, we've all dreamed about Jake scoring a try before, right? Like, that happens.
To win the Shield.
To win the Shield, but to be so specific of for me to be able to, from his mind, go New South Wales, 24 points exactly, Jake last try scorer, over 46.5 points, whatever the fuck it is. Like, for that level of detail,
It can't be not true.
it is true. So, make of that what you will.
Clairvoyant? Is that omenry clairvoyancy? What is that?
Well, it's dream stuff, dude.
dream stuff?
He's a dreamer.
I'm a dreamer.
You are a dreamer.
I'm a dreamer.
A dream catcher.
If this, if this was a premonition, if this was, the rugby league gods handing me the keys to the castle, as it were, where to then for my life?
Yeah, that's
like if this
fucking good
comes
point.
off,
Yeah.
what next?
Yeah, what
How do I walk down the street?
That's just fucking true.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you just start floating. You know what I mean? Maybe you
Get carried everywhere horizontally. So just always be horizontal.
You know, in Gladiator, where the Joaquin Phoenix's sister gets carried around in that thing, that's what I'd be getting carried around in.
But if you're always horizontal, you can always go into the dream state and predict more things.
I'd have to sleep more and more to dream more and more.
Yeah. Well, that's
You'd be getting
fine.
paid big bucks to
sleep
get
pretty
horizontal.
Well. Yeah.
Big bucks to get horizontal.
Get your melatonin sponsorship and we just get you snoozing most of the day and then you just wake up and be like, oh, manly 13 plus.
You'd have clubs coming to you going, fucking just tell us what the future is.
Yeah.
What do you reckon if you could dream right now, what's the future of the Broncos?
Go, close your eyes, just go dream state.
But I'm not dreaming, you know what I mean? I don't want to cheat
What
the
about
system.
okay, fair enough. I apologise.
you know what I'll do?
Yeah, I know.
I'll message you if something comes up.
Okay. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Are we on my flight
No,
to
I'll
Brizzy?
message you.
Yeah.
100%.
You got to keep a notepad next to your bed.
I do.
Do you?
No, I'm going to.
Yeah. So you can wake up and be like, jot down your dreams, scores and shit.
It's like the fucking Beautiful Mind.
Like a Beautiful
Russell
Mind.
Crowe, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck. 13 pluses, 13 pluses everywhere. Minus 13, which is the same thing.
You walk into my room and I've just like, I've
Exactly.
binned the pen and paper. It's just all over the wall.
Yeah,
Just all
you're
these
going
fucking
crazy.
premonitions.
Yeah, well,
Seriously.
Look, if it does come off, I haven't had dreams. I'm getting a feeling Tommy Dearden's going to snap Jake Roberts just once.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell,
Mate, that poor kid is in for an absolute
Dearden's going to snap
shit
someone.
show
I'm
tonight.
feeling it.
Are
Like,
you kidding
How
me?
much traffic's that
Dearden's-
poor young kid going to have running?
Yeah, he's going to be a traffic
He's
controller.
got a
train run on
he was
him,
a
mate.
lollipop lady growing up.
He's
He
gonna have
knows
a
all
train
about
run on
traffic.
him.
Yeah, he's got no lollipop
He
with him
knows
tonight.
all about traffic.
Nah.
You could put him on a fucking aeroplane strip. He could direct the planes. He knows all about
He's
traffic.
in
He'll
deep
be those.
shit.
He'll be those traffic lights where the power goes out and they're just flashing orange, and it's just chaos.
And they get rookie cops out there who are like,
No way. It'll be so smooth. You know that video where all those scooters and cars are coming across that fucking.
like in Bali or something.
Yeah,
It'll be like that. It'll be smooth as anything.
No.
Everything going exactly where he wanted. He'll be a
Incorrect.
maestro. He'll be fucking
No.
one of those dudes at the front of bands that like.
Yeah, he'll be
conductor.
he'll be standing there, and
Conductor.
Giappolo will be running at him. You're going
No
yeah,
way.
come straight through.
Nice
He'll be
Yeah,
going
yeah,
boom.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
nice and smooth.
Right this way.
No way. He'll be snapping his ribs
Through you
in
come.
half. Honestly, I'm
He's
predicting-
going to wake up that. sore
I'm
next to
predicting
Lauren.
at least 3 New South Wales players break their ribs from Tom Dearden.
Wow. Now I think you're lying, though. That's the problem.
See, like I
I'm-
come in here with like truths, like dry dreams, and shit,
dreams.
Yeah.
and you're just making things up.
Look, if you've watched Tommy Dearden at club, he picked up and dropped Tony Staggs the other week.
He's no Jake Trebojevic, let's be honest.
Dearden's in for one of the all-time performances.
Look,
From
no
the
offense to
bench.
Katoni, but Katoni got dropped. Do you know what I mean?
fuck, you turned on him.
We got turned on him, but you're like rolling out some bloke like, you know, it's not even in the team.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think Dearden's in for a big one. I'm talking Adam Mogg territory.
Oh, in the Mog realms.
Mogg realms.
You reckon he's going to mog up?
Mog up, couple of tries, couple of, where the fuck did this come from? Couple of
Yeah.
those ones.
There's
Honestly-
something about Mog that made it perfect though as well.
Well,
with
it's his
the name
name.
Mog.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
You got mogged.
Dearden's not, the name doesn't work like
Dearden,
mog.
really? Tommy? Tenacious Tommy?
Well, it's not
Mog.
as it's Mog.
Yeah, but
you
Tenacious
know?
Tommy.
M-O-double-G.
And no one was expecting anything from Mog, and then Mog had one of the great Mog performances.
Mogs can mog.
You got mogged.
You got
You
Mog.
got mogged.
You got mogged,
That's what we
absolutely.
do know.
Was
Fuck,
that a-
I'm pumped for this, bro.
Was that a mogging or a mobbing?
No, it's a mogging.
Mogging.
It's a mogging. You don't mob if you can mog.
Just imagine like you get pulled over and like, did you get mobbed? And he's like, no, I got mogged. It's like mobbed. No.
Mogged.
I got mogged. Adam Mogg scored 2 tries.
Adam Mog
Onside.
scored 2
No,
tries
upset.
on my edge.
Matter of fact, do you reckon a few New South Welshmen fucking said that after the day after you got mogged? Like, I got mogged. They called the cops.
I'm shocked if they didn't.
I don't know who was defending Mog, but whoever his opposite centre was probably was never seen again after that game.
I think he
was
played
mogging.
Played on the stick.
Oh, wing,
Who was
wing.
it, Matty?
So the two wingers were Matt King and Eric Growth.
Well, no disrespect to both those two gentlemen. Matt King's obviously, you know, his reputation preceded him, and Eric Growth was a hell of a player, but one of you got mogged.
It's unfortunate. I thought that, you know, the answer might have been a little bit different to that. It's hard to shit on those two.
Oh, so you already had people ready to shit on.
Well, I'm not going to shit on them. Put it that way. No way. Can't do it. Won't
Can't
do
do it, won't do it, but you did get mogged.
Ah, good old Adam
It's
Mogg.
like Australians' version of like punked.
Do you reckon he should have his own show?
Where's Adam?
Mogged?
Where's Adam?
Where's Adam?
Mogged.
That is an opportunity that has gone wanting.
Yeah.
MTV should have been all over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been mogged.
Am I being mogged right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're just having a bad day.
No, he's just missing tackles. Get him in a trucker hat, you know.
Good stuff.
Next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Bloke beanies and hoodies dropping. So these beanies here, brown, red, and then we've got the tan bloke.
Would you call that red?
Yeah, that'd be red.
I think that's orange. Just as a side note.
You know what? Why don't you buy it and you decide the colour as well?
Yeah, buy it and tell us.
Tell us, let us know. And then we've got tan hoodie. These are limited supply. Once these are gone, we are not dropping hoodies for another year. So make sure to grab them next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Limited amount. We've also got tan truckies that match these as well.
Very horny, dude. I've been in them regularly.
They are actually quite
Comfy
comfortable.
Tom doubled up
I
yesterday.
doubled
Looked
up
great.
yesterday.
I doubled up all
I was
the
in the
time.
one tone, just fucking
You were tonal.
tan tone.
You were tonal yesterday.
You got a tan
I was.
tone?
Yeah, I got the tan.
The tan is good.
Tan's good.
Tan is good.
He was super tonal.
I dropped garlic prawn tacos all over it the first day I wore it. Down the front and then down the pant. I was fucking spewing. I'd been wearing them for like an hour.
And they would look so clean as
Dude,
well.
so clean. And then
Yeah.
they had oil stains all over them and then I took them home.
Then they looked
Thank
like they
God.
were covered in chili prawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garlic prawn. But
Oh, they're a
they
bit
have
chili
since
on
been
them.
clean.
They're a bit hot.
There's a bit of spice in them.
They're a bit spicy.
But they have since been clean, just for anyone who's concerned. And I did wear them yesterday.
How'd you get the oil out?
I gave it to Steph.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That
I
is
wasn't,
good for
I
you.
wasn't doing it.
So many people have been hitting up Ella because I got red wine out of the
He's king of the
couch
wash.
'cause I'm
I
king
don't
of
know
the
if you
wash.
know
We've been through this, I think.
Yeah.
Not
But
the story.
I got red wine out the other
Well,
day.
no, you got
People are
turmeric
just-
out of my pants.
I got turmeric out of the pants.
Yeah.
You knew about that. I think
Yeah.
you talked about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Got red wine out of the couch the other day. People just losing
Out of the
their minds.
couch?
Oh, fuck yeah. Don't even have to put it in the wash.
Fuck, so you didn't have to pull the fucking...
I can dry wash that bitch.
Holy shit. You do have something about the cleaning world and you.
Oh, we're fucking two
another
peas in a
level.
pod, mate.
Holy
two peas in a pod.
shit.
I will say this though, when we did, because we shared the thing of you getting the wine out of the couch, because Ella put it on her stories. Your mum did get in touch, Mama Simpson, and be like, "Well, I taught him everything he fucking knows," and I don't think that you pay enough credit. to
No,
the
no, no.
great
That's
lady.
yeah. I haven't heard
No,
you
no,
credit
no.
her before.
What do you mean?
It's
When
like
I-
stolen valor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like,
should have tagged her.
In the video, I said thanks to my mother.
I'm
You got to
just
tag though.
saying,
You got to
I'm
tag.
just
No, I'm the
saying.
protege. That's
Does she
the
have
thing.
Instagram? Your
Yeah,
mum?
she does.
Why didn't you tag her?
Because I
Say
didn't put it
credit.
up. I didn't put it up.
Do you steal her content?
I didn't put it up.
He's
I feel like
pilfering
you're stealing cleaning content.
On the
He is
protege.
Pococking Mama Simpson's fucking valor.
But these things are handed down from generation to generation. We all know that. It's like a family recipe.
So are you saying that she should credit her mum?
She's got to credit someone.
Yeah.
I don't know who she credits,
Okay.
but I credit her.
there you go. Now you
So you know what?
I've always credited her.
Fair play. I mean, there's a lot of love in the air in the relationship for your missus to be putting up positive things that you've done.
Yeah.
My missus just puts up dumb shit that I've done, like leaving little chocolate bits around the house and not
Chocolate
cleaning.
bits around
well,
the
I
house?
like music bars and they always fall off when I pull the thing out. But then I'm like,
choc
then
chip music bars.
Yeah,
Uncle,
yeah.
Uncle Toby's.
Uncle Toby.
You wouldn't get the
Respect, bro.
apricot one.
No, fuck
No,
that.
dude.
Go choc chip. But every time I open them, like the choc chip will fall off, and I'm like, oh shit, and it'll bounce somewhere, and I'm like, I'm not going to look for that.
No, you don't. But I got a question.
Well, you're not
for
going to
you.
find it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't do it. But my
missus
missus
will
finds
find
it. Exactly. She also have fucking 20/20 vision.
Do you though take the entirety of the music bar out of the wrapping, or do you just?
Well,
and peel
when
as you
I'm
go?
going when I'm going into the bedroom, I will quickly take them all off so they don't have to go get the hard stuff done first. I always say that in my head,
Wait, hold
do
on.
the hard work first.
So you open a bunch of muesli bars.
3 or 4, boom, 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 boom. Put them on top of each other.
What the?
Because then I don't have to get up when I get back on the bed. I don't have to get up again. I can just stay on the bed.
Because he doesn't have to go put the wrappers into the bin.
Don't you have a bedside table? You just leave the wrappers there.
No, you need to do the hard work
No,
first.
because
Tommy.
like Ella wouldn't have that. I couldn't bring. She'd be like, "Fucking, what's
Yeah,
this doing in the
exactly.
room?"
But
Wigs
you
her
just
out.
get rid of it when you go.
But he doesn't want to go.
I don't want to go. I want to stay.
He's now
I'm in.
set.
I'm horizontal. I'm in my zone.
I am trying to follow here because I want to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I do want to understand.
Yeah.
But at what time of day are we in bed eating muesli bars?
At any time.
Right. So like getting up though isn't. It's not like you're eating them
But
before
it's usually when
Are
I'm
you
winding
eating them?
down.
Are you eating them at bedtime and you don't want to get up again? You got to brush your teeth though.
But it's like it's.
Surely you brush your teeth. You got nice teeth.
Of course, I brush my
Well,
teeth.
that's what I mean.
It's
I don't know, you're a
usually
Queenslander.
when the day is over.
Yep.
And I don't want the
When's
anxiety.
the day done?
The day's done. Well, it can vary. It can
Right.
really vary.
Yeah, it really
you know,
can.
being a
But is
an
that a
entrepreneur.
mark? Is that the mark of the end of the day for you? 4 fucking muesli bars.
Are you
unwrapped
eating
in
them
bed.
stacked?
No, I'm not eating them stacked. I'm not a fucking
You're
serial
not
killer.
unlocking the door and fucking eating
But
four
that is
stacked muesli bars.
that is usually.
Going fucking anaconda on those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's usually. Look, I'm winding up, and the missus knows. Look, he just needs some me time.
Yeah.
He
Get
needs
the me
to get his
time.
muesli bars.
Headphones
YouTube-
in?
Headphones on. YouTube up. Zen.
How many packets of muesli bars you got going in the cupboard at any one time?
Oh, fuck, a lot. Because usually I'm like, I don't want to fucking go back. I used to be like, look, I'm just going to get the big pack, one of them, sweet. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I've already finished it. Now I've got to go back like another day after.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just buy the whole fucking...
Just buy as much
Rofl.
muesli bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got what, 50 packs in
Not
there?
50 packs.
How many
Probably
individual muesli bars
6
do you
or
reckon you
7?
got in your house right now?
Sorry?
How many muesli bars
Like
individually?
if individually?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you'd have to go like, there's probably like 4 packs of 12. So
Okay, so you got a few.
4 times 12.
48.
Yeah. Whatever.
How many do you have a day?
On a good day, 4. On a bad
So you
day?
like your muesli
On a
bars?
bad day, 12.
Well, it just stops like, even though they're not
What's your
great
poison,
for you,
Uncle Toby's?
Yeah,
yeah,
Uncle Toby's.
it's got to be Uncle Toby's.
But on a like, it just stops. Even though they're not great for you, it stops you from going and getting like actual chocolate. Like even though there's little bits of chocolate in it, it's better than going and get like a big fucking block of chocolate to have muesli
it's a
bars.
pound. That's probably true. I
It's
don't know
better.
what the
It's
sort of
better than a
calorie count is.
whole block of
Which is
cabbage.
I
where
just
I'm
get it
at.
out, yeah.
I'm a pack of like a fucking 180 gram thing of peanut M&Ms.
Those
you know?
look, those dairy milk blocks, like they're fucking sensational.
Yeah, they are.
But they're not. They should be a little bit smaller because they're big, but you can pound them in one sitting.
Why would you want them to be small?
Because you'll get through them.
But I get through them anyway.
But if they were smaller, you'd be like, "That's a perfect size."
I don't think
you know what I mean?
I don't think that amount of chocolate is actually really a good size at all anyway. You know what I mean? It's just more like, I don't think you ever come out of that. You don't reel out of tackling a fucking block of chocolate and go, yeah, that was the right amount of chocolate. You
Yeah,
always
but
go, "That was
I
too
understand what you're saying because like
No, but I'm saying it's too much. If it was half that, I think you could get away with it.
much." But I'd want more.
because like
But you wouldn't have more. That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they'd be thinking about us as opposed to just giving me what I want, which is shitloads of chocolate.
because I know what Eddie's saying is like the big block. You get to a point where you can't stop because you're in it.
Yeah.
You're in it.
But you start to feel
But,
sick.
no, but you see the tunnel. You see
Yeah.
the finish line.
Yeah.
But you start to feel sickly.
Exactly. Whereas
Yeah.
if it was just half, you wouldn't feel sick and you'd still get. And it always happens. Every time you have sweets, in that 10 minute after you finish, you're like, oh, I could fucking smash a million more. But then that 10 minutes goes and you're like, no, I don't need any more chocolate.
And then
No,
shame
and then you
hits.
calm down.
Shame.
Exactly. And you come down and you realize I'm a fat pig.
Yeah, the shame train rolls into town.
Shame train rolls into town
You hop
regularly.
on.
So yeah, muesli bars, little wrappers everywhere. That does happen at my house. But so it's really interesting. It's great to hear that your missus is putting positive things up rather than negative.
Yeah,
It is.
I am still. I hear, but I don't get why you need to open all 3 or 4.
Because he doesn't want to.
I want to get back up.
You don't have to get back up.
Yes, I do.
But you're going to have to get back up at some
because
point,
this is
right?
what's happening. Like if
You
okay,
don't stay in bed
I'll
for the
walk you
rest of
through
the
it.
day, Grandpa
I'll
Joe.
walk-
You get up and then we fucking
I'll
take
walk
him
you
to
through
the.
it.
Okay.
I'll walk you through
Take
it.
me through it.
If I take take the things off, as I'm walking past the trash can, that is less walking for me for the day.
You're optimizing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's also doing the hard work first.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, I don't want to do that. I say, no, don't do the hard work first. And so I put it in there, boom, gone. Stress
Right.
is relieved.
Right.
Whereas if I don't do that, I go into the bedroom, I sit down, open 1, open 2. Not only do I have to deal with having to get back up and going back out there, extra mileage on my legs.
Yeah.
I also have to deal with, I'm sitting there trying to enjoy something, but I can see a bunch of wrappers there knowing that they need to be moved somewhere else.
Yeah.
But
It ruins
you're-
it for you.
Ruins it for
That's
me.
insane because you're getting up again.
No, but it's about the rappers being there.
They're sitting there making me anxious, going, fuck.
There's-
I've
and
gotta-
they're
I've gotta
saying
move
there's a
it.
job to do.
Yeah.
Right. There's a
But there's no job to do.
But, yeah, okay. Look, I hear you. I do. But
I get ya.
But
Yeah,
you are
thanks.
also
Thank-
like
thank-
spreading fucking choc chips now all over the house.
Yeah, but my missus finds them, so that's all right.
Yeah, so that's not okay. That's fine.
Only from
Someone
the
else's
top
job.
layer. If they're stacked appropriately, then you should be okay.
Yeah, but they
It's
do
usually
seem
the
to bounce
loose.
around.
I think it'd be the loose granules within the packet already that I think are probably going to be your biggest problem. Unless you're going to be.
Well, if you
really
open them over the
careful.
bin, you should be fine.
You open them over the bin. don't you?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'll be honest.
And do you carry them in a plate to your bed?
No.
Or you just carry them in your hand?
Just in my hand.
What's the most you've ever had in a day?
In a day?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Do you reckon you've had 10?
Nah, yeah, 10 in a day, for sure. For sure.
I probably have had 10 in a day. I
Yeah.
don't even love them that much. But I'm a fucking pig, so like,
You've had 10 muesli bars in a day.
probably, dude. I mean, who knows? You know, back in the day, I've had some disgusting runs on the food in a day where I'm hungry.
I always wonder, like, would food be, let's say it was good for you. Let's say chocolate was just good for you. Would it be as nice? Like, is it a prerequisite to not be that nice and be good for you?
I fucking-
there's,
I think it's-
there.
If you could just eat it all the time, because it's good for you.
Well, but
Like
put
apple.
it,
do
put
eat
it,
it
put
all
it
the
this
time.
way: like you can have some fucking meals that are healthy, that are really nice, but you don't crave them.
Yeah.
You don't. You crave shit food.
That's what I'm saying.
But even if it was good for me, let's just say it was like, oh yeah, chocolate's good for you. I eat it all the time anyway. And I fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make a difference.
Like
I
people,
still love it.
Like people when they're hungover, like, you know, health people that like want to fucking put up a certain front. They're like, oh, I've been craving this acai bowl all day. I'm like, have you?
Yeah, have you really?
Have you been craving that all day?
Yeah, or have you been craving posting about it so everyone knows how fucking healthy you are?
Surely you haven't been craving that all day.
That's a Warple.
You crave chips and gravy. That's what you crave. Am I going mad?
It's a great point.
It's got to be a lie.
You
doesn't it?
don't
My
crave
mate
acai
ever
bowls.
said I've been craving an apple all day, I'd be like, bro, you're 100% lying and you've got something going on in your head.
Yeah, you're full of shit. And you got
Full of
problems.
shit. Because like craving an apple, it just doesn't happen.
It just does. Has it happened?
It doesn't happen. And it's all just porky pies and it's projecting. That's what it is.
It's projecting.
It's
It has to be.
projecting. Give me a break.
Sucking your own dick.
Yeah, you're sucking your own dick if you want. If you're craving apples, you're sucking your own dick.
Marilyn Manson vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Ribs
totally.
removed,
So Marilyn
sucking
Manson.
your own
Only
cocks.
person that is allowed to crave apples is Marilyn Manson.
Let's just road test the theory that we were talking about this one about even last night, Australia's #1 gambling show. Did you hear this rumour at school, primary school? Marilyn Manson had 2 ribs removed to suck his own pants.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Maddie?
Yes, I did.
Isn't that wild? This is
That's-
pre-internet,
Yeah.
pre-mobile phones, pre-all that shit.
Yeah.
It did the rounds.
That's
old
probably the
school.
first viral thing ever.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everyone talked about
Everyone
how he sucked his
knew.
own dick. And
Or
I would have been
at
like
least
in grade 4. So I'm like an 8-year-old,
No,
9-year-old.
I wasn't that old when that did the
Go on.
And
rounds.
you're going, damn, dude, like with the mechanics, you're getting a rib removed. Is that really the difference? Like, Jesus
Do you imagine how
Christ.
many fitness freak these days would be like, I could suck my own dick. I'm flexible.
Yeah, I could suck my own dick now. You're like, all right, dude, we get it. You do yoga. Relax.
We get it, bro. You touch your toes all the time. Sweet.
Yeah. Enjoy that load,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
There's a small part of me that still believes it. Very, very small
I
part
believe
of me.
it.
I've believed it ever since I heard it.
Yeah. It's like when you hear things when you're young, because you are young and impressionable, they just stick with you. So even if you found out they weren't true, there's a small part of you that's gone, I think it's true.
Yeah.
There was another one that did the rounds about
Richard
him.
Gere, gerbil in the arse.
Yeah, but there was another Marilyn Manson one that was
didn't hear that
a
one.
Did you hear that one? Richard Gere, the rumour was that he'd stick gerbils in his arse.
Holy shit, I did not hear that one.
And they like run around and scratch your colon and it feels nice or something. I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah. Nah. Nasty stuff.
That's
Nasty stuff.
fucking.
That is a thing, though. I'm pretty
lowbrow.
sure-
That is lowbrow. I'll cross the line. Is sucking your own dick, sticking gerbils up your own ass. I can't go there.
I don't
No,
even know
no,
what a gerbil
neither.
is.
I
I,
don't even-
think that's the more confusing.
I don't
thing.
know what a
the fuck's
gerbil is.
To be fair, sticking gerbil up your ass is a major theme in an Eminem song, Fact. And also, it's a South Park episode.
Yeah, people do stick gerbils in their ass.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, let us.
What's a
reach out.
gerbil?
I think it's like a little rodent.
Little, yeah, little rodent.
Reach out if you stick gerbils up your ass. Let us know if that's true or not.
Yeah,
free
and, like,
hoodie.
Do you your free hoodie?
Hello Sport free hoodie.
It's fine.
We'll say it would be a Dior one.
Oh, mate, we'll give you one. If you show us a video of you sticking a gerbil up your
Don't
ass.
show me that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
No. Joke,
No,
joke,
just
joke,
send you a
joke.
video from the internet.
Yeah.
You can't fucking
No,
prove
you're right.
that.
And also, don't send that. I'll fucking report you to the cops.
Send it to Denon for a free hoodie.
I'm trying to think. What else we got to? Oh, well, we'll just enter the show.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome to an episode of Bloke in a Bar. Brought to you by Bloke Hoodies. We've already gone over that. Bloke in a Bar beer. Grab a mid-strength today. We're in all Liquor Legends. We're also doing a deal. In every single Liquor Legends, the mid-strength, we're doing a deal 2 6-packs for $30. That's right, 2 6-packs for $30. So give her a crack.
They're
15
old
bucks.
school prices there, bro.
That's old school prices. Put it this way, we're not making money on it, that's for sure.
That's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
That's a great
15
deal.
bucks a 6-pack.
That's a deal.
A good quality, real beer. Anyway, all Liquor Legends, go check her out. Go to liquorlegends.com.au. You put in your postcode. It will show you nearest stockist. And then also OG Bloke. OG Bloke just here. There it is. That is in every single Celebrations, Bottle-O, Porter's Liquor, IGA Plus Liquor.
Kiss it, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Kiss it.
That's how good it is. You kiss the outside of the can.
Yeah.
IGA Plus Liquor, Porter's Liquor, Celebrations, and Bottle-O in New South Wales ACT. Plus, we're in every Celebration Superstore in Queensland. Go to our store locator, put in your postcode. We're all across the eastern border of Australia. Grab a case of Bloke in a Bar. Also, tonight I will be outside Suncorp Stadium between 6 and 7 p.m, just up from the Wally Lewis statue, the Caxton Street side. I'll be doing a live show with the NRL. Come down, say hi. Maybe you'll get on the NRL's live stream. I'll interview you. Or we're going to do competitions. So it's going to be Queensland versus New South Welshman. And we'll be doing competitions. Whoever wins that competitions, we give free prizes to. So get down there, say hi between 6 and 7 outside Suncorp Stadium. But I have the great Hello Sport. Make sure to follow Hello Sport at Hello Sport on Instagram, Punters and Dribbles on Facebook, and subscribe to their podcast. Edward, Thomas and Edward. How are we, gentlemen?
Good, baby.
Fantastic.
Game day.
Game day.
Yeah.
Game
Does
day.
it feel like game day, honestly, though?
We were talking about this off the airwaves. It's not like dripping in game day vibes. I think we're going to build into it throughout the day.
Yeah.
But there has been a distinct lack of build up in the last 3 days.
Yeah, but like, you know,
4
game
days?
day's different, right? Like Eddie and I are going to go for a team walk after this, pass the footy around. We just sort of walk through the streets. You know,
Shoes off.
Just shoes off. But
Just
sort of, you know,
earth.
start thinking about your roles and shit. But just trying to keep your mind off footy, but on footy. You don't want to play the game before the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like game day, we'll build into it. And then by 7:30, 8 o'clock, we'll have our mind switched on.
That's right. It's just about building up to the moment and thinking about your role.
Just
You got to
doing
go out
your
there
role.
and execute. You got to go out there and execute.
Yep.
We got a live show tonight.
No, we got a live stream.
Hello Sport YouTube. So we're just preparing for that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think that has a bearing on the outcome, our performance in that live stream, then you don't know your rugby league.
You don't rugby league.
Now, I like the build-up hasn't been as horny as, you know, one might hope. There hasn't been a lot of barbs thrown. Bulldog Richie hasn't called Queensland as the worst team of all time. And that's the build-up's been the poorer for it. What has been good has been, and every year, but this year I've noticed it more than ever, has been the like origin marketing campaigns from different brands that I've just seen fucking humping me in the face everywhere I go. Like Mate of Origin, Sauce of Origin, I think Domino's are doing, which is get a pizza with maroon sauce or blue sauce. Fish of Origin, I think, was something like fucking, there was Anaconda was doing with like former legends, like catching fish for Origin. I'm like, there is no shortage of fucking very tenuous Origin
Connections.
links. Like fucking Fish of Origin, Sauce of Origin, Mate of Origin, Gate of
A
Origin.
bloke sent me a picture of, he's like, we did Origin sausages, and it was like blue and maroon sausages. I was like, cool.
Hey, that's great.
See, but that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
love these
that-
campaigns.
I love that shit. The blue sausage, the maroon sausage. That's been done before, and I tell you why it's been done now, because it works.
Oh, it
the
works.
people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people love it.
You walk into a butcher, you see that, you know they're about it.
Fucking oath they're about it.
Yeah. They
That's
spend
Origin,
extra.
mate. The jewel in the crown. We all love it. We all love it.
I love as well with Origin players that, like, former Origin players that get interviewed. I was thinking about this. I was driving home last night and I was listening to Gallen being interviewed on something. And I'm like, the beauty of Origin is, like, it's only 3 games. And I just know that these motherfuckers must be like, well, like, if you were to go through and take every interview from every year, they get asked the same shit every year. But every year I roll around and be like, so what's it like on game day? And I'm just as excited to hear him say it, even though I know I've heard him fucking say it a million times.
Yeah.
It doesn't age.
Nah, it's perfect.
It's perfect. I think back to what we were talking about, the build-up, I reckon that the worst Queensland side of all time that lost, or that won rather, has made people cagey. Almost as if they don't want to, like, tempt fate.
Oh, and also you don't want
Like,
to
in
be...
reality, people should be going, mate, Munster's not playing. Fucking hell, they're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
No one said a word about it. No one has said a word. I haven't read an article anywhere that's been like, Queensland's fucked
Actually,
now.
you know what? The only bloke too, Matty Johns. He said, we were favourites before, now we're massive favourites at Munster's out. That's the closest rhetoric I've seen.
Matty John's got nuts of fucking. He's got stones on him, you know what I
But
mean?
he's got the runs on the board.
Yeah, but he's number one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
number one. He's got stones.
That's a man who's number one. You know what I mean?
I didn't know if this is a new addition, but I've been seeing him rocking a gold necklace. I'm like, oh, this is hot as shit. This is a sexy turn of events. You're bloody jacked with it beyond belief. He's wearing tight-fitting shirts.
He's in good nick.
He's in good nick.
Do you feel the pipes? You ever squeeze the
Do you ever
pipes?
touch him?
I haven't squeezed the pipes yet. Here's the quote.
Have you asked him?
I mean, I'll ask next time. I'll see him this Friday. This is Matty Johns' quote. I thought it was in our favour and we deserve favouritism. But once Munster went out, it has swung completely for New South Wales.
Yeah.
You can tell
man's
who
number
else
one.
is swinging is nuts.
Yeah.
He's swinging his nuts
He's
there.
big fucking New South Wales balls, and I respect him. I respect the shit out
Oh,
of him.
they're swinging.
I mean,
But outside of him,
I haven't seen anything.
Except us. We say it.
Except for you guys talking shit.
We actually said it first. We've been saying it all series.
Even when you lose, you say it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's us then Matty, no disrespect, but that's clearly what it is.
Now, look, we've got some news coming out. Queensland have named Dearden at 6. Do you guys think they'll keep him at 6 to start? Or do you think that they'll bring in Benny Hunt?
I think Ben Hunt. But I did hear a few opinions last night, and I can't remember. I don't usually parrot the thoughts of the saddest journo in rugby league, Paul Crawley. And by sad, I mean like emotionally, not like anything else.
You got a lot in common. You cry the job of a hat now.
Well, I do cry the job of a hat. He is
You get a bit of crawls about
he's
it.
perpetually the sad filter on Instagram.
Are you the saddest podcaster in the game?
No, I'm always happy because I'm not really crying because of sadness. Mine's more just like that I'm quick to emotion because I realise the fragility of life and the beauty of the world. You know what I mean?
So you're the most emotional podcaster.
I'm the most, I think.
Fucking
just
oath. Comfortably.
Yeah, I'd be the most emotional. I'd say that.
Lean into it, mate.
But
You
they were
are.
talking about with Dearden, like, do you shuffle the whole spine or do you just bring Dearden in?
Yeah, no, I personally would shuffle the
Yeah.
spine because Benny Hunt, he's literally most likely leading the Dally M right now. He's like career best form,
Killing it.
arguably, absolutely killing it. And I just think like for Dearden to start at 6, it's a fuck. That's so big, bro.
And
That's so
Koopy
big.
Cronk, good friend of the show,
Yeah.
he was saying, I believe it was Cooper, could be wrong. The start of an Origin game is so fucking important. And like to have Tommy Dearden there trying to like get through the start of an Origin when it's frantic and chaotic, it's like better just to have Ben Hunt get that fucking shit out of the way.
I think so. I said Monday's show that first 20 or 30, you have Benny Hunt at 6. Then after that 20 or 30 minute mark, you take Harry Grant off, you move Ben Hunt into 9, you bring on Dearden, and then you just see how it goes after that. Then you just go back into the normal rotation of Hunt and Grant.
Yep.
Or you just see how Dearden goes. If he seems a bit struggling, you pull him off, you put Hunt back there, and you just keep Dearden on just in case Grant gets tired.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon they should do.
I
But
think that's clever.
Is Dearden the best option? Like, would you have gone Reid Marnie in potentially and then just had Grant
no,
start?
I think Dearden is the best option just because like the way he plays. Like his defense is strong as anything. Like defense is like, if your defense is sweet, we have enough attacking weapons to take care of all the flash. We do need DCE to play his best Origin game ever. That's for sure. Like this is DCE's moment to steal the thunder. Like I think that 40, worst side in 40 years, Munster came out, led them, even though DCE played his role perfectly. But I think this is DCE's chance to finally step up and kind of take a step from a really good club 7 to, in the Origin arena, he fully delivered. I mean, you could say the same with Cleary. Like, even though he's won those, he's a really good half and he's won those series. Has he dominated a series or dominated a key game yet?
One of them, it's
one of
there
them.
for one of them tonight,
100%.
right?
And so with DCE, we either need DCE or Benny Hunt. If Benny Hunt's playing 9, he can't, like...
If Benny Hunt dominates, he goes into some sort of Origin folklore territory.
Fucking oath.
Like, if he dominates in Queensland, obviously DCE, but Ben Hunt has... He's been Queensland's last 3 years,
Yep.
right? Like, and he was the not man of the series because Tommy Turbo was because New South Wales dominated, but he was fucking good. He was fucking good
Tommy
last
on the
series
wallet.
as well. If he was to come out and swing that dick and win it for Queensland, that'd be it'd I think go a long way to sort of changing the drop ball perception of him. Even though he's
100%.
done a lot to change that anyway, it's still that
yeah.
like, he's got a new thing for people to think of, like to come to mind when they think of Ben Hunt.
It'd put that chapter to bed well and truly. Even though I think it's now quite a distant memory. I know what you mean.
Yes.
If he went out tonight and dominated and got the chockies, fucking hell. I think it would be sheer madness not to start him, to be honest.
Not to start Benny Hunt at
Yeah,
6.
sheer madness.
The thing though is like Billy Slater has shown a pretty like go youth. Like to put Nanai there instead of Arrow, that's a massive call. Like massive call. A teenager.
This is the halves though.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like you could say the same thing on the other. Like that's been a key area where you guys have ripped us apart, and you're going to put a young guy there over a veteran in Arrow. It's
Are you already questioning your fucking coach's decisions?
I'm not questioning him.
Questioning or supporting?
Well, I don't know.
I'm supporting, but I'm just giving my opinion on the lay of the land.
Oh, okay.
I personally would have Dearden at 14. I wouldn't start Dearden. I'd let that 20-minute steam come out of the game. But if Billy Slater does, I can understand why he would, because...
Why would he?
Well, he's preparing for the future. Because...
Do you prepare for the future in a decider?
Mate, that's it. Maybe he's that gutsy. Like, for example, if
That'd
we
be
are...
gutsy.
If we are to lose this series, there will be pressure on probably DCE. And maybe Billy Slater is saying, like, if we lose this, maybe Dearden is the guy that comes in. Or
What about Ponga? Is there pressure on Ponga? He hasn't really delivered at Origin level in the sense of like, you guys, DCE needs to fucking deliver tonight, but Ponga does as well, right?
Do you reckon? He's had some pretty good games in Origin.
He's had some great games, but I think DCE's had some great moments as well in Origin. But obviously, as the 7, you need to be like,
Yeah.
But Ponga, in a game like this, you would think this is what you need. You need him to stand up. You need him to like.
Well, he was pretty much our best player. Him and Paddy Carrigan were our best game 2. It was fantastic game 1, Ponga.
Has he played? I wouldn't say game 2 he was good. We fucking. He was wasn't he sort
I
of
thought he was
like
pretty good, especially
didn't he
first
make
half.
some like horse shit defensive decisions when we sort of were dominating late?
Maybe.
Not that it was all on him, but like I wouldn't have thought he was one of your best in game 2.
I thought
Game
he
1 he
was.
was pretty good.
I thought he was one of our better players game 2, especially first half. Him and Paddy Carrigan I thought were great.
Yeah, I saw it a bit differently. I thought he was great.
I don't think in any sense of like his position's under threat, but like he's no longer like the young kid in the side. It's like you need sort of. I feel like you need a bit more throb from him.
It's an opportunity for him to do that, absolutely. But I don't think he'd be under pressure the same way DC is under pressure.
Fuck no. DC is playing his 20th Origin game or something.
Yeah, so he's captain as well. So even if like DC was playing good, it's like you've been captain and we've lost 4 or 5. Even if Munster was captain, you would still have to question like, bro, we've lost 4 series. Like you're the captain.
Well, they were going to get rid of Darren Lockyer after 4 losses.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't 4, but it was. If it was going to be 4,
it was going to be 4.
then
and
it was
They
out.
literally sat them all. They sat all those boys down, I'm pretty sure, and said, boys, if you don't fucking, you're Gonskis. And then they went on that crazy run. So that's probably where we're at right now. We're about to go on 8 in a row, but it's crazy.
Oh, you reckon?
Like that. Yeah, you walked straight into that. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Took us way down memory lane to a beautiful moment in Origin history.
I think that you lose tonight, and then I think that another dynasty starts.
Another dynasty?
The greatest dynasty the world's ever known.
How devo that you lost that one, eh? Like, fuck. If you didn't lose that,
So we should be looking for 5.
I know you could be literally looking for 5.
And then
That
we're
is
fucking
fucked.
stone's throw from 8.
That's what I mean.
Then 8's just there.
And then if 8's just there, you know, it's just on the other side of 8?
9.
12.
And then there's 20.
Yeah.
And then there's
And
Origin
you're
gets
staring at
cancelled.
like Bledisloe Cup dominance from the All Blacks sort of shit, you know what I mean?
But it's pretty crazy to think that one series, if you just won that, you'd be sitting at what? 4 in a
We'd be
row
at
right
4,
now.
yeah.
You may be at 5. You've got the young squad. It's not like an aging squad. Oh my
Yeah, but we're
God.
also like we're
That
here
is
for the
fucked.
concept as much as anything, you know, and like we're here for the
just love
concept.
the
concept.
You know, we love the
concept, yeah,
concept. So we want the concept to thrive and hump a new losers into the ground. Like Queenslanders have a lot of quit in them, as we saw in game 2.
So much quit, mate. After we won 3 in a row back in 2005,
Queenslanders turned off.
Queenslanders, like, basically it was considered the concept was dead.
Yeah.
Because Queensland stopped caring. It's
So we're like, fuck it. If we got to like, you know,
Queensland, you have to throw
Tank a
Queensland a
couple
bone
of
every
series,
now
yeah.
and then. Just to be like, stay interested.
yeah, exactly. Don't give up.
Then throw them a bone for 8 years in a row.
Had to.
Yeah, we had to keep the concept.
We did it for the
juiced.
concept. It's all for the concept.
Okay. Yeah, so really interesting to see what happens. I tell you what, game 3 decided to make your debut. Ooh,
Yeah, that's a
huge.
lot.
That's
in the
huge.
halves, that's a shitload to take on.
what a journey though. Last year,
Dude, you would not. And again, you know, we've gone as close as you can get to apologising without apologising because we don't apologise. But the Cowboys' turnaround has been fucking phenomenal. And Dearden and Chad Townsend, both in Origin squads, wouldn't have picked it.
crazy, so good, such a good story.
Well, didn't pick it.
Didn't pick it.
That's
Wouldn't
the
have.
Picked
reality.
the opposite, actually.
And in fact, I had him coming last. So I didn't pick shit.
Now,
I didn't pick shit.
New South Wales have named Saifidi to start, but there's reports that Junior Polo will start. What do you guys think?
I
about
heard Freddie say he'd start Paulo. But I mean, that could be, again, it's Woolpool City in these sort of games. Who the fuck
games?
knows?
Yeah, deciders to pool everywhere.
I think you start Junior.
I'm pretty sure Junior was even quoted as well. These are just the team Blues released last night, but the Blues change their team all the time. So.
Yeah. I heard Freddie say Paulo, he would be starting like he's fucking got more experience, blah, blah, blah.
So you reckon this is a bit of mind games?
I think there's a bit of Woolpool going on.
Just a bit of last
Because, I mean,
minute
even
mind
Billy
games,
wasn't
mate.
comfortable naming Dearden like saying Dearden will start. He was like, oh, well, I'm not fucking telling you. It's like, okay. Righto, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Salt and
No,
pepper.
I'd be getting Junior out there, lay a platform, set the tone. Him and Jakey just chucking seed through the middle.
Jake, I wouldn't take off all night.
No, he'll play 80 minutes.
I think Jake will play 80 minutes, maybe 90 minutes.
And if you're going to spell him, maybe a pinch after half time.
I think you give him.
But then you need him on there for the last 25 minutes.
I think you give him 5 minutes off at half time. Otherwise, you just keep him out there, just fucking running up and back the whole fucking half time. Really, you know, you don't want him to
like boxers do when they stand in the corner. They stand up instead of sitting.
Yeah, when
down.
Garso used to stand up.
Oh,
could you imagine that?
Jakey
was
running.
just fucking
stayed out there and just did shuttles.
Just stayed out there and did shuttles.
Or did push-ups. Like I don't give a fuck, mate. Tackle the goalposts and shit.
No, their extended bench.
Stayed out there and did a beep test.
Extended bench come out there. Regan Campbell-Gillard just comes out.
Stayed out there and finished a beep test.
Then just kept going.
Yeah.
Like, as a matter of fact, they did the beep test off the field so that they could time it. As the ball was kicked, he could run onto the ball.
Yeah, and finish the beep test.
And finish it, and then chuck that seed.
Chuck that seed back in Origin.
Fucking oath.
That'd get in my head. If I was
and then score the match winner.
Yeah.
To make the score 24-22.
And then change Eddie's life forever.
And mine, because
you would become one of those, like, you know, in India, those like people that are like picked as like young gods for their life. They're like they're young and they're like, oh, you're now a god that represents. You would be like that in Australia.
You'd be a boy god king.
You'd be a young god that would be like
a young god king,
like a boy god king, a boy king,
a boy god king. That's not a boy. You're a man.
Imagine that.
A young man boy god king.
You'd look out there and it'd just be like a sea of people.
Just going, fucking predict a future.
Yeah, and you'd just be sitting there, they're like, I'm dreaming. Sorry.
Look, it's all ahead of us.
Yeah. It's all like,
I could be moments away from being a boy god king.
Yeah. I see Sivo scoring more tries than...
You would have a section in Origin just for yourself every Origin, I reckon.
Mate, it'd be fucked.
There'd be like a meditation platform.
And you sit with your legs crossed like that.
Your legs crossed.
Just watching, and everyone can see you. Like, you're up on a platform like Caesar and Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you do these ones. When someone's about to score, you go like that, and they're going to score.
Yeah. You're like an X-Men.
It'd actually be a superpower.
Fucking oath it would be.
Of course it would.
I tell you what,
able to predict Origin results.
How much money do you reckon the gambling agencies would pay you?
Or to tell them,
or to not
off, bruh.
You get hush money like billions of dollars.
Yeah, please don't.
Please
Please
stop
don't release your dreams.
Yeah, stop releasing your dreams.
I'd take hush money.
You take it?
Well, potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, if the price is right.
If the price is right.
You'd need to be clipping some for Daddy over here because...
Not Daddy.
Why does Daddy get anything?
Yeah.
Because it'd be fucking rude of you not to. Either you clip me or you just give me your dreams.
I'd give you my
it's
dreams.
It's fucked up if I've got a bore of dreams right here that I can't tap into.
Yeah, a dream ball.
Yeah.
Dream ball. Very dreamy.
Anyway.
We will see.
So you would take hush money?
Potentially. Depends how much they're offering.
You may have already been given it.
You don't have to do anything.
No,
Yeah.
just don't tell
Just
your
don't do
dreams.
anything.
I'll take fucking hush money for that if I could tap into my dreams, which I can't.
Damn. That's
Damn. A lot to think about. A lot to think about.
Here's some more to think about. Last time New South Wales won a decider in Brisbane, it was 2005.
Yeah, so would you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Okay.
You know what rhymes with Joey?
Goey?
Cleary. So
Cleary.
let that sink in. Let that sink in.
They both end in Y.
Yep.
Joey had a son
Yeah.
that was lost, as it were.
Okay.
And he's now found.
Yeah.
His name's Nathan Cleary.
Cleary.
Ivan is not actually his real dad.
Well, I think
similar.
it's in a religious
Yeah,
sense, right? Where it's like, God isn't technically Jesus' dad.
Isn't
but
he?
is.
I thought he is.
Or God
Well,
is
no,
Jesus'
because he
dad,
had because he had.
Joseph's his dad, but like he's also the same.
So
thing,
Jesus'
you know?
dad's was Joseph.
But it wasn't technically.
Who was
though,
a
'cause it
carpenter.
it was
Yeah, but not by semen.
No.
She got pregnant without.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Nathan's mother.
So Joey, God, an absentee father.
Okay, Joey. So
Ivan.
Ivan's technically it's just his stepdad then.
Well, it's he's not his biological dad. 'Cause his biological dad is Joey.
Yeah. But he read him.
He reared him. He taught him everything he knows.
Yeah.
I actually saw Ivan on the plane the other day.
Did you?
How was it? Check it out.
Yeah, said hey.
Oh yeah. What did he
How you
say? Who are you?
He said, huh?
Did you ask him
He's
how
like,
it was
what
to
do you-
raise Joey's son?
He said, do you want me to sign something? No, I saw him. I said, congratulations on success.
And did he say likewise?
Does he know who you are?
He said,
Did he ask you for a
what
loan?
happened to your career? No. He said I'd seen the podcast and he's doing the beer and that. So
Well, because
awesome.
you've had Nath on.
Had Nathan on, yeah, for sure. And also like,
I mean, you are, yeah.
I should know, surely.
He played footy games.
Guess who doesn't know who I am? I think anyway. So I was fucked, went to the NRL, and I was like, parking out the front. This place, it's not a car park, but they tell you to park there out the front. Sitting in my car because the meeting is in like 10 minutes or whatever, just like on the phone. Anyway, I look up to my left. Andrew Abdo is right there.
Ooh.
So he looks in. He just keeps walking.
Keeps what doesn't.
Didn't even give me a lot. There you go. So he mustn't know the bloke.
The bloke.
He doesn't know the bloke.
Bullshit. He
doesn't
would
know the bloke.
Well, listen, we're very, very chummy. Like you could say we currently reside in each other's back pockets. We're that friendly with St. Peter Volandis. No.
Okay.
But so we could maybe tee up something for you and Abdo.
Do you want
Maybe just let him know who I am.
Do you want us to tee up like a lunch between the two? You can sit down and break bread.
I'm happy to break bread.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We can tee that up.
We can
Yeah.
tee something up.
Let me know.
Because Peter's different.
Peter's
Have
a
we
really
mentioned
close
that?
friend.
Have we mentioned that before?
I don't think you have.
We go to his house for dinners all the time.
Yeah?
Yep.
And we
eat?
go to the races. We sit right
We
next to
share.
him.
We should
in a room
split a
of
fucking
in a room of
case of Pepsi
150.
Maxes. Yeah.
How much power has that guy?
I love that he bought a Greek seafood restaurant
Huh?
up at, what are they buying up at fucking on Caxton Street?
Oh, the NRL bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. But technically it's Landy's then. If
Yeah.
the NRL bought it's Landy's.
Yeah, it's
With
Peter's.
Landy's boys.
It's a Greek seafood restaurant. Is it? And when they're turning into like an NRL.
Well, no, I think they're keeping it, but he loves his seafood. He's
I
like,
think
"Oh,
it's just
I'm
an asset.
It's an asset because
Like for the NRL
he's
time.
concerned that they didn't have any assets, and so he's buying assets.
The reason
and
why
that's his
AFL
first-
That is so good.
The reason why AFL are in such a big swinging dick position is because they own the stadium.
they own Marble
Yeah.
Stadium.
So, like, even if they got $0 from the broadcasters, they could just take a loan out on the stadium that's worth fucking
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, NRL are in this really tough position where we are at the mercy of the broadcasters.
So we need a few more Greek
We live
seafood
paycheck to
restaurants.
paycheck. Put it that
Essentially.
way.
Put it that way. We
So
do.
we need some seafood restaurants.
But don't
I
you
like
love that? The man that just fucking adores his seafood.
Yeah, he does.
On Caxton Street, too, because he knows that that's a harder rugby league.
Well, mate, you
Well,
fucking pound a lobster, then
you
roll
like-
into the Suncorp.
You like your rugby
Exactly.
league up
That's
there.
why it is a harder rugby league.
You like your rugby league up there.
Yeah, harder rugby league.
You like your rugby
He
league?
knows. Landy knows.
Part of Queensland.
He didn't buy anywhere in New South Wales. Bought somewhere.
Well,
Caxton Street.
the NRL is based in New South Wales.
He didn't
so-
buy anything though, did he?
Well,
They're just renting there.
I think it's probably easier.
No, I'm renting there.
Shit's cheaper in Queensland. Let's be honest.
I tell you what, fuck. Part of me wants to, or not part of me, a lot of me wants to go back and move to the Gold Coast because, like, the rent there.
Back on the beach for you.
Oh my! Back in the country would be beautiful. The rent there is like maybe more than half, less.
Oh,
More-
yeah.
more
You
than
get bang
half
for your
less.
buck up
You
there.
anyone else have a fucking aneurysm here and that? More than half less.
Okay, well, what would you like me to say?
More than 50%, 60% cheaper.
Oh, he could go along with it. Could you, Matty? Could you go along with it?
I almost melted.
Yeah, but he's not a numbers guy, you know.
You're not a numbers
You got to be
guy.
delicate with
Dude,
him.
you got to be very
Apologies, bro.
fucking.
Apologies,
Slow down
bro.
with him, bro.
About 45% of the price of Sydney.
Oh, okay, less.
Yeah, I reckon.
No, 45% of.
45% of is just
Oh,
it.
sorry, gotcha.
But anyway, the prices. If you could spend this, if you set the same money that you spend here on a house in Gold Coast, you would literally be living in luxury.
It's
Mate,
fucking insane.
someone that worked in the same building as Ella was saying that they sold their apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and bought like a 3-bedroom home with a pool in Brisbane.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
It makes
crazy.
it very difficult when you see what you can get up there, and you're like, oh my god.
Anywhere else.
But like, and then
Except
you
Sydney.
buy like a 1-bedroom apartment in Sydney.
An old shit box.
That's like
Broken.
$1.2 million, and you're like,
Crazy.
oh great.
Crazy.
And I
So
can't even. There's no
inflated.
room for my bins.
Literally.
Well, there aren't no bins.
No, you just have to.
And then living with a homeless guy.
Well, he's not homeless if he's living with you.
That's a good point. Squatter. He's a squatter.
Yeah.
How long do you have to squat somewhere before you own
7
it?
years.
7 years?
I think it's
Squatters'
7
rights.
years.
There was a fucking
Dude, squatters' rights is the craziest thing.
Dude,
Bullshit.
some squatters got a house like out in Eastwood or something in Sydney where this family just weren't fucking touching this house. It was like, I think like the grandma or something used to live in there, and this motherfucker was squatting there. Do your own research on this because it's very vague in my brain, but now he's got the house or she's got the house, whoever this squatter is.
That's
That would
outrageous.
fucking boil my piss if someone just slept in my house and now they get it.
How do
does
you have
that
a house
even
for
make
7
sense?
years?
Surely
12
that's, surely
12
that's
years.
12 years?
12 years. That's
That can't be true.
surely that's just like a super old school rule that we've still got.
What I don't get is like, how does that law come about?
Is that like you abandon your land when we first like?
That's what I mean. Like, how does that law come about? Where like, oh, a lot of people are staying in other people's houses. We need to make it so that they're protected. You know, like laws come about to protect certain classes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that comes about. Did the like homeless lobby for it? But you
And
want
is-
homes.
How
That'd be a hard lobby to organise.
like if you and how often do you have to be there? Like if you squat there, do I have to be there a certain amount of time per day?
Yeah, that's
Do I need to
true.
be there 8 hours a day?
But imagine squatting, like, there'd
know
be a
what I
bit of a
mean?
rush there. You're like, dude, I've been living here for 8 fucking years. I need to get 4 more out of this family before this bitch is mine. Like, is someone going to come over
and
today?
how do you prove you were there? Do you have to get photos and shit next to papers, being like, I was here, this, that, you know what I mean?
CCTV.
A lot of
footage.
unknowns.
They just play 7 years of CCTV. It's just you fucking.
There's a lot, but it's fascinating.
It's me pulling myself.
Just
for
that
7
wanking
years.
in a corner for 7 years.
I was here. Yeah, you just got to check the age of the loads on the wall.
Carbon date the loads.
That's fucked.
Oh, that's right.
What do you got there, Matty?
In 2018, 36 people in New South Wales obtained title to land through adverse possession, which is squatters.
Reverse possession.
How many people
Adverse.
Oh.
36
in the 1 year?
in 2018.
Oh, so it's common as fuck. Well, that's
So
not
you
common,
can-
but you know what I mean. That's pretty
Common
common.
enough.
It's
So you
common
could
enough.
go from homeless to rich
Yeah.
and not have to work.
Dude, imagine just saying
'Cause,
it's
like-
12 years, then you get it, and they go, I'm selling it.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, like, think about it. Like, no, most people don't, like, in Sydney as well, most people don't save $1 million in fucking 7 or 12 years or whatever.
No.
You don't do anything. You sit in that house, you sell it, you get $1 million. You just fucking won the lottery.
It's actually genius
Maybe we
in
should
a
go
crook
squatting.
way.
It is. I just don't know how that law gets made. Seriously.
There'd be some places you'd be able to do that around here. Like, you see around Sydney, like, there are some fucking...
I've got my eyes on a couple of places.
Yeah?
I don't
You wanna
know.
squat on?
Well, I never thought to squat on them. I've just been like, those places have been abandoned for a while. I don't know. 12 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Long time.
Anything else origin-wise, guys?
Nah, pretty horny for it,
Just
though.
that,
New South Wales 13 plus.
you know, that's all.
I can't wait.
Not to do with origin, that's, again, politics.
And also, like, if, you know, if my dream comes true, then this isn't relevant, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. If your dream comes true, then fuck these jumpers. But, you know,
If your dream comes true, you might have to retire 13 plus forever
nah, definitely not.
because it's not true.
Well, we'll just release a new line of fucking Eddie's dreams.
Yeah, it'd be like dream-based merch.
Dream-based merch.
Dreams
Yeah.
do come true.
Yeah.
Dream-based rhetoric.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, rule change. NRL are reportedly considering a rule change that will stop cheating tactics like in the Dragons versus Raiders games. What do you guys think?
Fucking stop with this bullshit.
I know.
The rule change is like, we're going to... So if I am correct in recounting this rule change,
Please.
if it gets to the 80th minute, and so like the siren goes,
Yep.
and I tackle you on tackle 2,
Yep.
you can play out your set. So the siren's gone, and we get you to the end of your tackle, to your set of 6.
Like rugby union to a degree.
Yeah, to try and negate people
give a penalty.
forcing 6 agains. So, like, it's basically from Ben Hunt and the Raiders where he was forcing 6 agains and then the game was over. And when he should have been penalised in front of the 6, blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, stop trying to fucking, like, make rules to help the referees who fucked up. Like, just... Surely it's bullshit.
Can't you just give a penalty?
That's what I don't get. They can. They have the...
They've got the power to give a penalty. They don't have to give 6 again.
The game's about to end. There's a penalty right there. Like, as in there's 6 again right there. Penalty. Well, done. Solved.
Solved.
This is surely not happening. Like, this won't get through
The
anything.
NRL have in the past created rules too hastily.
Rules, but, like, rules to fix rules.
Rules to
Well, they
fix
did it
rules.
this year
That's
with
right.
the inside the 40 metres 6 again rule. Even though I like that change, but
Yes,
they
but it
did.
was a change to
it was a
fix a
change to the
change.
rules. That was to fix a change
to the rules.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because last year was a fucking the year
What
before was a
about,
Wild West.
instead of maybe extending the game, what if we got like a jetpack, right, on a referee and we had a third referee who's just hovering over the field and then they can make calls on the fly, seeing something down there.
Because they're on the fly.
Because they're on
flying.
the fly. So we call them like the flying ref and
Flying.
they just, they buzz around and
What if
they
a
can
ball
make
hits
a
them?
sort of... Well, then, okay, so what happens if the ball hits them? Then we get an extra 20 minutes of play, and you can pick one player from the past to come back and join your side.
From the part.
So they're on the sideline, your player of your choice, and
Yeah.
then if the ball hits the ref, 20 minutes extra play, and then a legend comes back.
A legend comes back. So
Yeah.
you'd be aiming for the fucking.
Yeah, you would be. Well, there's benefit to
No, but like, do you want Wally Lewis playing for
it.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but you could choose a different legend, like the year after Lockie retired, or
You'd have to be retired for a minimum of 3.5 seasons.
we're going.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So they checked that. What if it was like right on the date, like the line?
Well, you'd have to have clearance. Now,
I think it's 3 years, 9 months.
3 years, 9 months. If there is some squirreliness, then what we do is we start the game again.
Sounds it's so smart. Sounds
Like
really
just,
smart.
you know, like
But the
there's, I
game will
think-
go for 72 minutes.
Yeah, 72.
instead of
There's the
80,
second game goes 72 minutes.
Sounds like an idea that you should pass on to Vlandis.
Oh, we've had
We've
fun
got his ear.
conversations about it, don't you worry about that.
It's been workshopped as we speak. No more rules. Let's just woo up on the rules.
Let's woo up on the rules. Seriously.
I reckon that they should make a fucking rule that there aren't more rules for at least 5 years.
Yeah. I'm
That's
with
a
you.
good rule.
That's a great rule.
I'd get behind that rule.
That's a good rule,
100%.
isn't it?
That's a great rule.
The game's good now.
Good.
Game's good.
Good.
Let
Woo
the
up
game.
on the rules.
Woo up on the rules. Fucking woo up. It's making me anxious, the amount of rules you're bringing in. It's too many rules.
But it's also like what the game was great for so long. Like, let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it.
Let's just
enjoy
I
it.
say this every single. Well, I said this earlier this week. Tell me a single year, and you guys are going to make the joke, Manly, but tell me a single year where the best team, didn't win the comp.
Tell me when
2013.
they didn't win the comp.
Yeah, like it's in every year. Usually the best team wins a comp.
2013.
Yeah.
2013.
Outside of 2013, obviously.
No,
you're
right.
You know what I mean?
There'll be a team that'll go on a run.
Eels,
For
2002.
example, that'll make the final, but they don't win. Oh, the last team that probably
When
wasn't
the
the
Knights
best.
won in
The Knights
2002.
2001.
Yeah.
Or 2001. Yeah, 2001.
They
Yeah.
weren't considered the best side, but Joe's in the side, so then it's like
You can't.
you sort of are the best then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
But I
like,
know what you're saying.
in reference to reffing, like when is a ref fully dictated the result
outcome
of
of
a
a
season?
Yeah.
Usually the best team wins.
And they just bring shit in. They're like, well, we've now got a 40-20. It's like, do we need a 40-20? How many have been
2040.
kicked?
Yeah, 2040.
No, 2040 is kind of weird. I like the
2040
40-20.
is, I don't like
But
that.
I also don't.
No, 2040,
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
yeah.
talking about 2040.
Yeah, yeah.
2040 is weird.
Yeah, it is, but DCE
we need
kicks
it?
him. Well, DCE kicks
don't.
him, so I think we
No,
stick with
I
it.
think there's been one kicked in the history of the fucking
Yeah,
rule.
it was DCE, so let's keep it in.
Yeah, I'm with you, boys. I'm with you. Now, Brandon Smith cops 3 weeks for calling the ref a cheating bastard. What do you guys think about this situation?
Kid saw red.
It's all right?
Kid saw red.
Kids saw red.
Do you think it's the right, wrong amount
I
of
think
suspension?
it's probably about bang on.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Like initially, I was like, "Who gives a fuck?" But then it was
Nah,
like, you can't really call a
mate.
ref a cheat, can you?
Mate,
Yeah,
a
and-
cheating bastard.
Yeah.
And there might have been a few more words put in there.
If it was towards, an Ashley Klein, I'd say play on. But that's mainly just because I have, I don't like Ashley as a referee. But no, I think 3 weeks probably fine.
Yeah.
you think more? You think it
can't
should have been more? Or
No,
less?
no, I think it's about right. Like, I just think that, refs already have a bad reputation with fans, and like even children that watch the game, they can't afford to be having our stars calling the ref cheating bastard. They may not directly go out and call the ref a cheating bastard on the weekend, but it adds to the anti-ref sentiment. Like it's okay to just treat these guys like shit.
Yeah.
And so I actually think the perfect situation for this could have been he gets 2 weeks, but then they do a respect the refs campaign with Cheese leading it. And they release it on social media, and it's Brandon Smith talking to refs, going down to local footy, turn a negative into a positive, so that the same kids that saw him, say that, and fans as well, because like some people think that fans and kids aren't influenced, but it's like companies spend billions of dollars a year getting influential people to wear their kit.
Yep.
It's because people are influenced by famous people or whatever. Anyway.
So a community service.
Yeah, I think that would have been the best way, because then like those same kids that look up to Cheese and also fans would get an even stronger message of like, hey, I stuffed up. We need to respect our refs, because we wonder why sometimes the refereeing standard is poor. It's because tell me who would honestly want to be a ref?
100%.
Maybe we get Cheese
the
to-
talent pool's shallow
It's
because no one wants to
tiny.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
I reckon a good punishment would be to like get him to referee a Warriors Tigers game. And you're all right, prick. You think you can fucking do it? Here you go, have a go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea, Darren, to be honest. I think that's a good idea. Like, the poor old refs cop a fucking heap of shit every week. Every single week, they're in the news for fucking up. Like, part of me thinks they're not going to get it right.
They're not.
All the time. It's impossible.
Players make mistakes, refs make
It's
mistakes.
literally impossible. Like, I think that too often they're spoken about in the media for the perception of them to be any anything but what it is.
100%.
I think
I'm not shocked by any of this.
This
I don't
adds
think
to
you
it.
can. Obviously, you can't be calling him a cheating bastard. You also need to realize though the nature of the fucking business is that they are going to cop shit. It just, they are.
But
If
I
they
don't.
make
I
bad
don't think.
calls-
I disagree. Like
So you're saying if they don't make bad fucking calls, that people aren't going to call like
They don't cop it like rugby union refs do, bro.
every week.
They cop it way worse than rugby union
way
refs.
worse. But every
What's
week,
the difference? Rugby union refs
no one
fuck
gives
up all
a
the
fuck
time.
about rugby union. That's why
They do in
difference.
other countries.
Yeah, but not in Australia, which is where we're
It's the
paying attention.
environment that's been created.
It's the
It's the
environment,
difference.
100%.
You're probably right, but the thing is that if every week you're going to have at least 50% of the competition fan base, that you're going to have a potential that they're going to be pissed off.
But we need
about
to
something.
change that. That's what we need to change.
Yeah, but
But
We need
if
to-
you have bad calls, which you're right, because you do get bad calls because it's human error. It's just human nature to be like, well, that was a bad
No, but
fucking
like, for
call.
example, imagine if every single footy fan, was sat down, I know this is impossible, but I'm just saying, was sat down and showed facts and like stats of like your team lost because of all of these errors and these calls actually didn't affect you. As a matter of fact, here's a wrong call that you actually got. There
It
would
all
be
comes out in the wash.
yeah.
Completely,
And so I think there would be a large percentage of people, not all of them, I know there's always going to be a small amount, but I think there would be a large percentage going, oh, you know what, maybe I was too harsh on it. If we create an environment that's like,
More it is what it is than he fucking cost me the game.
he cost, like the amount of times you see people like, he cost me the game and they're angry and they're just looking for someone to blame. But if we create environments where it's like, bro, don't fucking, like how many times like in society have we had certain beliefs and the way we act and think that's the normal way? We get educated and we change the way we act in those certain scenarios because we get educated. And I just think that's with refs.
I think that there are, like, I think on most occasions, like the vast majority of occasions, a game is not decided by the referee's hand, right? Or decision.
Yeah.
But then there are times where you're like, well, that was a particularly bad
Oh, for
performance,
sure.
right? And in those, that's the ones where, like, I know from like at least the way we'll talk about Manly games and shit, I think we make there's like a conscious decision. Like if you ever like, you're taking the piss after we lose a game, you make an excuse.
Yeah.
It's very rarely the referee. Like I will never lean on the referees, I think, unless I really think that they've fucked up.
Oh, I
But
agree.
to that point, the refs, in a lot of instances, the refs are talked about more than the players or the team's performance in a game. It's like, bruh.
I don't know about that. I think
Mate,
they can be.
fuck off.
I think they can
Half
be.
a fucking
Okay.
NRL 360 somewhere should be talking about the refs instead of how fucking shit
Answer
the
this
team
then, Tommy.
was.
It's specific moments.
Tom,
though,
answer
right?
this then. There's in some games there's 15 errors, like 15 errors by players. Imagine if a ref made 15 wrong calls in a game.
Sure, I agree with you. I guess
It would be fucking world.
I think
He'd
that-
get sacked. He'd get sacked.
But do you think that one player is making 15 errors in a game? I'm just, and I mean, like,
What
I get
about
there's a difference.
18 missed tackles in 2 games? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm talking about it.
Well, like Appy Coruscant missed 12 tackles in the Penrith win a few weeks ago. And we're not sitting here going, fuck me. Imagine if a ref made 12 incorrect calls. I'm not sitting here saying that like it doesn't excuse the rest. I'm just saying that if we create an environment where it's like, bro, if we keep doing this to refs, we're not going to have a game.
I agree with you. I
We're
agree
not
with you
gonna have a
there.
game.
I think there's absolutely a line that can be crossed with like referee abuse, and especially like, I mean, calling him a fucking cheat is
crazy.
well over it.
And like, and I think you guys feel the same. Like, what Brandon Smith did in by itself, to me, it's like, yes, it's wrong, but like, it's not like the end. He's not the shit bloke for it.
I
or
think
whatever.
I think
It's
the
just heated
problem.
and
I think the problem is there is a culture, rightly or wrongly, where it's the default. Like
100% as well.
the default fucking blame game starts with the refs. It just does. It's just like it just comes to you immediately. Like
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I mean? Like if we're losing a game, I'll go, they're offside. First thing I'll say,
Boom.
straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You aren't going to get rid of that culture because you are looking at the officiating of a game, whether you are right about it, right? I mean, most people
I
don't know
think
what the
you- I
fuck they're
think
looking
you-
at.
I
But
think
like,
you
there's
can.
no way that you're going to be.
I think
I
society
think you
has
can make
moved.
headway.
I think society
You can-
has shifted the conversation, way tougher conversations to shift than ref bashing. Like there have been some deeply ingrained things in our cultures
Of
that in the last
course.
10 years we have shifted massively. You're telling me we couldn't shift ref bashing? I think we definitely
No,
could.
but I'm saying if
I
you're
reckon you
watching a game of footy and your team's on the back foot, obviously there's things that you can look. Because, like, I mean, I also don't think that anyone is opposed to bashing their own players. What the fuck are you doing? Make the fucking tackle. Da, 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 da. If a referee, by your perception, is not officiating the game well enough, it just is a natural reaction. Not in any way, and I mean, like, I know we're comparing to other things that we've, like, got out of society. No, you don't go and bombard referees with abuse and all that sort of stuff. But I just don't see a world where you aren't going to be emotionally invested in the officiating of a game that you are emotionally invested in.
Yeah, I think we may have different opinions. I
just think it has less of a bearing on the outcome than anyone gives it fucking airtime.
I'm not.
But also, I
there.
think there's a difference between you're in your house and you're yelling at a TV to online going, this fucking ref, rah, rah. Like, I think there's I know what you're saying where you're at home.
No, I agree.
You're enjoying yourself. I get that.
Mate, every coach in every fucking press conference, basically, what the stats on coaches, losing coaches talking about refs would be 90%.
Astronomical. Astronomical. And even that creates an environment where a fan watches that,
as well, right?
sees a coach and goes, well, if the coach is saying that there was a ref's fault, fuck it, I'm going to say it's a ref's fault.
Look, I think that there is a culture at the moment where
Just going, boom. But I also understand what you're saying is like, if I'm at home enjoying myself, I should be able to fucking scream at the TV.
100%.
Whatever the fuck I want.
100%.
And I get that too.
Or on a live stream on Host What YouTube channel tonight.
Hey, what a night for the punter and the dribbler, because you get Beak up at Suncorp, game 3 decider, and then you
At
just
6?
roll at 6 or 7.
Yep, and then you get us from and then you have 45 minutes to go have a feed, and then you get us from 7:45.
Then you
on.
just rolled beautifully into Eddie and Tom and Eddie from
You
Hello
can't
Sport.
say we don't look after you.
It's fucking. That's a lot of content for one day.
It's
Plus
content
this
rich.
in the
Plus
arvo.
this in the day. Plus this
And about even.
and about even.
And the game. State of Origin's also on.
Oh yeah, but if you need to get to that,
Fuck that. Anyway, 3 weeks. Yep, that right.
yeah, I'd say 3 weeks. I think as well he pleaded guilty, so that probably took a week or two off. Now, Michelle Bishop is reporting that Tim Sheens has agreed to coach the Tigers on a 2-year deal.
This is fucking wild.
This is
stuff,
so good, dude.
When you thought that this coaching saga couldn't get any more juicy, more delectable, Timmy Sheens off the back fence after 10 years goes, my head up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love it. And they're like, yeah, but we'll just like pat him. We'll pat him.
you reckon when
Benji
fucking-
here, a Robbie Farrow there. Fucking Brett Kamala, he can stay around too, bro.
When Serraldo's coming in and it's like Tim Sheens is showing around, it's like, nah, yeah, it's pretty shit around here. No, no, we'll give you a fucking 50-year deal. But it's pretty shit, man. Like, I wouldn't be going over here, no, I don't know what's going on here. We're going to do another 6 Tiger Town documentaries as well. If you come in, Serraldo's like, fuck this. Sheens has had his eye on this fucking job the whole time.
The optics of it are not great.
Bro, not great. Let's
Not
fucking.
great.
He's meant to be the coaching director, and then it's like, hey, let's go back 40 years to the guy that we sacked, and let's bring him back in.
But like the optics of the bloke that came in to review everything becomes the coach. It's like there might be some conflicting interests here.
Yeah, dude.
There may be some conflicting interests, but I think that reading between the lines, couldn't get anyone. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of couldn't
It's a
get
bit
you
of
on
both.
slash Tim Sheens being like, I'll do it.
Yeah, he might have been. Timmy might have set the board down and gone, look, he just showed him a map. Look, we were making the finals, and then I left, and we didn't. So bring me back.
Well, he also sacked me because I wasn't doing well.
Well, but I think in the year he left, they didn't make the finals. But the year before that, I think they might have.
I don't know.
I think
Put
he
it
got
this way,
sacked
it's
because
a
they
lot
weren't winning the comp.
Eddie,
a
I
couple of
couldn't
years-
tell you. I don't pay.
I think it was more just well, it was to a degree that, but it was like they had such high standards back then, and look, no
They did have
disrespect.
high standards. They used to go into the seasons like fucking favourites to win and shit.
Yeah, 2012, I think they were fucking really good.
2011, they made the finals, which was the
11,
last
sorry.
time.
11.
And he got sacked. His last year was 2012.
There you go.
So didn't they start 2012 with a lot of hope?
Yeah.
And that's
a
probably
lot
why.
of hope.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's
probably got
why.
sacked.
And that's why he got the sack.
Yeah, look,
And now he's back potentially.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what's happened here. I agree with you. They haven't found a coach, but I got to feel if you're Michael Maguire, you're sitting there going, "What?
What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like, Are you serious?
fucking
I gave my and again, I've said this multiple times on the podcast. Like, there's a lot of things that Michael Maguire did I did not agree with, just as a punter, as in like he knows footy more than me, but just my opinion on the game. But still, he gave his all to that club. He gave everything. And then he gets sacked only for 6 months later.
But also, like Tim Sheens does the sacking. Tim
That's
Sheens advises the
100%.
board, like, no, we get rid of this fucking guy.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Sack that guy. Pick this guy.
That's what I'm saying. Conflicting interests. Like
Yeah.
the guy that got rid of these people It doesn't look, even though it may not be true, it has nothing to do with that. It's just what it looks.
It's just the most Tigers way to do this shit, dude. And then Isaiah Papali'i's now like, you know what? I might fucking bail as well. This seems like shit show city.
But then, look, it's a bit murky because this is saying, Michelle Bishop's saying 2-year deal. I heard 1-year caretaking role. Like, they're not the same thing.
Well, no, but I mean, Benji's,
you know what I mean?
But Benji's now out saying if this is real,
if it's a 2-year deal, that's
scat.
That's scat.
Yeah, which as if they're giving him a caretaking role. They need stability, which they don't have, and they won't get no matter what they do. But
I mean, more,
trying to go
but
like
a caretaker role
to
another year to get the right coach.
But if you're trying to lure players,
market.
but if you're trying to, can you sell that to players?
Well, they've already got 2 players on their way that are good ones.
But they want to leave. Papali'i's like, what's going on?
Well,
the rumours.
Yeah.
The rumours.
But what I'm saying is, if there is no coaches out there for them at the moment,
there are coaches that just don't want to be there, right? But if you're trying to get people to the club and you're like, well, not even coaches want to go there. Like, how the fuck are we getting coaches that are like, there's 16 of these jobs in the fucking world and we can't get one.
This is the truth, and I don't want to put words in Tim's mouth, but he'd be sitting there going, if I nail this, baby, I'm back.
One of the all-time great coaches.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Hey, he's won, how many comps he won? 4, 3?
He's won a few.
What do you got there, Matty?
I forgot about this, and this adds a bit more spice to it. Tim Sheens, when he got sacked in 2012, pretty much almost took him to the Supreme Court for like damages and lost income, and there was this huge, almost legal battle, and they just came to an agreement.
I don't remember that.
No.
Holy shit.
How long had he been at the club before he was sacked?
I'll have a look.
How old is Timmy?
71.
Woo! He's 71.
Yeah.
He's in pretty good nick for a 71.
He does look good for
Doesn't look bad for
71.
I reckon he looks
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
he looks good for 71.
Tim Sheens was at the Tigers from 2003 to 2012.
Yeah, wow.
years.
That's a pretty good wicket in today's game, like that long.
10 seasons.
Mate, he's old as
fucking
shit.
all right.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. I don't know what to say anymore with the Tigers. I will say, we'll talk quickly on the Papali'i thing. I hope he's not backflipping, man. It's just, I really don't. Like, I don't like that. Like, and people might be like, well, you're always for the players. If there's a reason. Like, if you can give me a like Reece Walsh situation, if he broke up with his missus, I get it. If he didn't break up with his missus, then it's like, I don't appreciate that. And that's coming from someone who could have backflipped on a deal and didn't. So it's not like I don't live what I'm saying. So I hope he doesn't backflip, because that would be shit. That would be shit. Thoughts on Papali'i? The reported. Again, this is absolutely not confirmed, guys. It's just reportedly.
I can understand why you'd want to, but I don't think that you'd, unless he had some deal where it was like I like a Sheensy,
Like a Madge clause.
But other than that, I mean, you knew the fucking poo-filled bed you were climbing into, Isaiah, and now you don't like the smell of it. So that's your fault.
Well, maybe he thought the sheets had been clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's silly.
And then he pulled back to Duna and...
There's a big poo.
Yeah, there was a big poo in there.
Well,
you
no
told
one's
me it
cleaned
was
his
clean.
bed.
Went, nah, just fluff the sheets.
Who did get a poo in this fucking bed?
Yeah, no, this thing's filled with poo.
That's Michael Maguire when he left.
Joke's on you, bro. We just fluffed this bitch.
Yeah, we just got new sheets. We put newspaper over it.
Mate, I'm with you. I wouldn't want to see him backflip, but I can understand why he might want to. It's just not a great environment right now. Particularly if he was going there to play under Madge. Now it's Tim Sheens, who hasn't coached for 10 years. You're like, well, fucking hell, what am I walking into here? 2-year deal? What year deal has he got? Is there a future? Is there another coach in line? Who the fuck are we getting after this? What's the plan, Stan? Maybe it's just the lack of answers that's got him rattled, which I can appreciate.
Yep.
Which is like...
It's hard to speculate when we don't know a whole lot.
I will say, I can understand his hesitancy when there's not even a coach there next year. But still, you sign a big deal.
I love how much the Tigers leak shit as well. It's just great.
Oh, mate,
It's so
honestly. Now, Cody Nikorima signs with the Dolphins. I think it's a great signing. Wouldn't have broke the bank. Works well with Wayne Bennett.
Does.
Yeah.
Utility, perfect utility.
Ripper.
Can play in the halves if you need him. Now, Braithen has to set on NL360. Clubs may be unwilling to negotiate with the Dolphins because they're threatened by Wayne Bennett.
That would mean a lot from the hot boy saying that, because he's got the hottest boy in the NRL, 2 hot boys negotiating with clubs left, right, and centre. Why threatened by Wayne though?
Yeah, I'm confused by that. What is that? That's
Why are you threatened?
That's got to be
Wayne?
like a double
direct-
meaning from Braith.
He's got to directly be speaking to Wayne almost. You can't be saying that being Braith without being like, yeah, I'm talking to you, bro. Stop being such
Surely I'm talking to you, bro.
Yeah. Be more friendly to me, bro.
Do you reckon Wayne's not being friendly? Do you reckon he's getting
Well,
old
I
enough
mean, Wayne is an old grizzly old bastard, and I mean that with love, right? But he's like a Clint Eastwood sort of vibe, you know.
I don't understand why people are
Get off
threatened.
my
You know what I think it
lawn.
might mean is like the Dolphins have gotten Penrith offside because Penrith's been blowing up about Dolphins taking all their juniors.
Oh, yeah.
Then the Warriors also are offside with the Dolphins.
But why were they offside with the Dolphins?
Well, because their ex, again, I don't know for sure the reason, but I'm just
oh, because of the
speculate.
Reece Walsh stuff.
The Reece Walsh stuff.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
their ex-player recruit, head of recruitment.
That's right.
Went
that's
to
right, yeah.
the Dolphins.
Who's considered the best.
I think he was at
Sullivan?
Melbourne
Peter
for Peter Sullivan was at Melbourne for a bit.
Yeah,
and
he's
so
considered the best.
maybe what Braith is alluding to is like they've been so aggressive in the market that clubs.
But they've had to be. They only had 12
Yeah.
months.
I know, but
You know what I mean?
They haven't
You
really-
give them 2 years, they're not going to be fucking.
But clubs don't give a shit about that. Like if they said, "Oh,
No,
mate,"
I-
if Bennett goes, "Oh, mate, I only have 12 months," they're like, "You just fucking sell our best young guy."
No, I completely understand, but surely they've got to be have a level of distaste towards the NRL for creating an environment where they have to go so fucking hard in the paint just to get a side on the field.
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually don't think their side's as bad as people are making out. If I'm being
I don't
honest.
think it's that bad. I don't think it's bad.
It's just a bit skinny.
You compare
I think
that
there's just
to
been
all
so
the-
much made about them trying to get a big dick swinger,
Yeah.
and they haven't been able to get one. But their side generally has not, like what they're bringing together.
Well, look
is
at their
pretty good.
look at their side with no injuries compared to the bottom four sides. I reckon it's better on paper than a lot of those bottom four.
It's
sides.
just
yeah,
a
injury free.
depth
100%.
situation.
And then, you know, you hear things about, apparently they've got a massive junior system up there. They've got shitloads of money. They've got
they
assets
cashed
out the arse. They're going to be a fucking presence
I think they
in
had
the
like
future, apparently.
had like nearly 100 million in the bank or some
Yeah,
shit.
cash.
Just sitting there ready to go.
And apparently the juniors are hot.
Oh, they're hot to trot.
hot juniors.
Hot to trot the Redcliffe.
So I don't
juniors.
know if there's a concern about them long term, like there is, well, like there has been around the
Well, like the
Titans.
Titans.
You know
Like
what I
they
mean?
got no
Not
juniors.
apparently not the same situation at all.
Oh, not even close. The Titans came in and like all the Gold Coast boys just went straight up to Brizzy. Like me, Darius, because we were coming through when the Titans came in. I didn't even think they spoke to me. I didn't even know. They may have
When did
spoken
they? Were
to us.
they in when you played?
As I was coming in,
Yeah.
they came in 2007, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
So
so
you
I was.
chose not to represent the place of your origin.
Well,
the beach you were from.
Well, they weren't around.
Your wave.
Well,
The
I
Gold Coast
wasn't.
waves, dude. You fucking
Gold Coast Waves.
Yeah, dude. Like as in your fucking, you know, your wave, your break. Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
They weren't in the comp when I was signing with the Brisbane Broncos.
They should. I reckon they missed a trick not calling them the Gold Coast Waves
I actually don't mind that.
Yeah.
instead of the Titans. Titans a bit random.
Call them waves.
I actually like Titans
Or
though.
the swell.
Gold
Gold Coast Swell
Swell in my pants.
or the Gold Coast Tides.
Yeah, tides. King tides.
Will kill ya.
Gold Coast Rips. Gold Coast Sandbars.
Seashells.
Now, Storm to test the market for an outside back to finish the season, given injuries to Coates, Jennings, Smith, and Grant Anderson.
Oh, what did Grant Anderson do? Of two first names.
Elbow.
How long?
Oh, it'd be 46 weeks, I'd say.
Oh.
He's putting his hand down like that, the guy.
Testing the market.
Boom. Yeah, really
There's a
interesting.
dip to Oztag player that could fucking do the run.
I think the
side
Storm
strain.
need to go into the market like for more than just an outside back, if I'm being honest. I think their depth is a bit not as good as it has been.
Well, it's not good. Now, they're getting humped 2 weeks in a row by two elite teams, sure, but like humped 2 weeks in a row is not really what happens to the Storm.
We've talked on this show many times about changing the guard. What's the future of the Storm look like? Where they at? Yeah, they've got some players out, but they have lost 2 in a row. Haven't looked like the Storm of old. Are you worried?
Nah, as in like logically, I am, but I just know
Spiritually,
I know they'll find a way. You know what I mean? If I looked at it, I'm like, they don't look as good as they have in past years when they've lost a few players. But I always know that they prove me wrong because there's been how many years have we said, oh, the Storm, they're past their best.
basically since inception.
Exactly, and we're always proven wrong. So I'm just like, you know what? Bellamy will find a way.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Now, onto the games because I've got to bounce, boys, soon.
Mover and shaker.
Got to catch a flight up to Brizzy. Cowboys versus Sharkies. Dearden and Gilbert to back up. Holmes and Nanai rested. Hines and Rudolph to return. Are the Sharkies back, boys?
They're in a bit of a horny mood.
They're
There's
looking
certainly
hot.
some blood is like
Yeah.
Blood's returning.
blood's returning
Yeah.
to the Sharky shaft.
Yeah.
and
This is a tough
Hines
game to pick.
Hines a big in.
I think it's a tough game
So
to
hot.
pick.
I think it's fucking tough to pick. I'm leaning towards the Cows just because they're at home, but I don't know.
I'm leaning
they're resting Holmes and
towards-
Nanai.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Sharks just
I think
because
it'll be
of
tight.
Just because I prefer the Sharks and I like Nico and you know Moylan was horny, but it's
funny. I was on the Sharks at the start and then I sort of went off them, and now I'm back on them again.
Yeah, but they forced you off them because they were
did.
playing some not great footy for a period there.
They did force them off, and the Talakai thing left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it was a disgusting taste.
Couldn't get it out. Couldn't wash myself with Talakai.
No amount of fucking mouthwash was getting Talakai's spunk out of your mouth. Sharks.
Don't know if we need to go there, do we?
Oh, fuck. What am I going to go here? This is a tough one. What are you going, Eddie?
I'm going to go Cows. Didn't backing up
I'm going to go...
after limited minutes.
I'm going to go... Oh, Cowboys.
Yeah, boy.
Eels, Warriors.
Eels hump, but not actually a hump. I wouldn't be surprised if they only just win by like a drop goal.
Because you just don't know what the Eels...
You just don't know what you're getting,
You
mate.
really fucking
It's
don't.
fucking unbelievable. The most unpredictable side in the comp.
Like, to think that they beat Melbourne and Penrith...
And
At
have lost to the
home.
Tigers and Dogs.
And Manly.
They didn't lose to Manly.
Pretty much did though.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean, Tom.
You know,
Yeah,
you know
I know what you mean.
You know,
I'm going Eels on this one.
Yeah, I think the Eels will win. I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Roosters, Dragons.
I think the Roosters hump them.
Yeah.
I've got
Roosters looking hot.
I've got a humping on the mind.
Yeah, so do I. Roosters
I liked
get
what
the
I
job
saw against them in the game against Panthers.
Yep.
I'm like, ooh,
9v10 as well.
have they turned a fucking? Have they turned a table here? Turn the
Corner?
tide? Turn the corner?
There you go. Turn the
Tides, corners, mountains, corners?
turn the table. Tides.
Corner.
Yeah, they've turned.
I think they've turned it,
Yep.
and I think they've come around it, and I think they're moving forward. I think the Dragons are in big trouble.
Okay.
Big trouble.
What do you got?
Yeah,
Dave?
Roosters. I've got the Roosters. Fuck the Dragons.
Mano at 6 makes me toey as anything.
Yeah. It makes me toey.
I've got him down for a double, which is paying $11.50 just for anyone. I think it's the bet of the round. Dragons.
He says
suck.
6. Honestly, he may shoot himself into probably like a lot of people will start saying he's one of the best players in the comp. That's how good. If he has his hands on the ball, that's how good of a player I think he is.
Hey, Silky.
Money. So fucking good.
Silky smooth.
Yep.
Big hot boy too. Manly versus Knights.
Huge Seagulls humping.
This is going to be biblical.
I'll see
Yeah.
an ambush here.
Yeah, Manly. Just fucking.
Mate, I wouldn't be
Humping 'em.
surprised, honestly, hand on heart, if we put 50 on them. I think we can put 50 on them.
Wow.
Yeah, hand on heart.
Even with Brayley back in the middle
The
there for
Knights
them?
fucking
Care eight.
stink, dude. No disrespect to Brayley, who's great, and he's got a lot of Y's in his name, which I'm a fan of. But
Ponga
you
won't
guys
play, too
suck.
soft. Saifedi won't play, soft.
Gagai will
won't
probably
play,
have to retire
soft.
after missing 18 tackles in one game.
Brayley to start, sure. Jakey will back up, you know that. DC will back up, you know that. Boys will be hot.
Yeah.
Hot and ready to try.
Yeah, no, I go.
Hamale is just going to terrorise them.
Dude, Hamole. You want to
getting
talk
hotter
about-
by the day.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Fuck, he's such a big, scary
Just
motherfucker.
a big, thick.
Telling me
horny
Hamale
boy.
doesn't fuck the Knights up. See that try he scored against fucking Storm?
He'll get at least 2. He'll get at least 2.
Little bang.
we might
Banging
even be at
away
the
on
game.
fucking Ryan
We might even
Pappenhausen.
be
He's like,
there.
ooh. Pap fell over. Ooh.
Manly versus Knights. Yeah, I'm going Manly. Titans, Broncos.
Bronx.
This is not even. This isn't like. How do you feel about this game? Like you must feel like you're getting torn down the middle.
Nah, not really. Not really.
But you are a
But
Titan.
you're a Gold Coast boy.
I'm not a wave. Not a Gold Coast Waves boy.
You're not a wave?
No, I'm a
Oh,
Broncos
okay.
through and through, baby.
Oh, so you've
So you don't
abandoned
feel
your-
anything about like where you're from. You don't feel anything.
The waves
No,
and
I'm
shit, the
so.
field, the salt
I mean,
water.
any team versus Broncos, I feel nothing for the
You're
other
not
team.
like up on a surfboard thinking about fucking the
See,
sun.
I would feel something.
I feel nothing.
That's fucked up, dude.
You'd have to feel something.
Literally
Born and
nothing.
raised Gold Coast kid. Don't feel a thing.
On the beach,
Broncos.
sand in between the toes. You know what I mean? Everything in the house rusted. From the
TV
ocean
every
spray.
couple of years.
Nah.
No.
Broncos.
Okay.
Tigers versus Panthers.
Dude, there's a shitload of Panthers out. But it's the Tigers, so Panthers will win.
I just.
What about Hastings to 13?
What's going on?
I mean,
What is going on?
What?
Man of Steel, the saviour of the club, now in the fucking lock
Luke
jumper.
Brooks has been playing 5'8" all season. Was moved from was going to get dropped a week ago. Literally said Hastings is the best 7 at the club. Now
I honestly don't understand it, man. I don't get it. I don't know why you would move Hastings to 13 and yeah, I don't get it. I would be going Brooks, Hastings 7 and 6. Sorry, Dewey and Hastings 7 and 6. 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Hastings to 13.
Like, and again, it's not to say Hastings can't play. Like, I think he'll go really well, but I don't want him there. I want him at 7, kicking the ball, leading the team around the park, and also I don't want him getting through all this shit work at 13. Like his
13s
body's
have to make fucking 50 tackles a game.
It's like, bro, you really want to force him to get through all that work in the middle.
I haven't seen anyone who thinks this is a good idea.
And the problem is he may come out and kill it for a game or two, but that's not the problem. It's a whole season of him making 30 tackles a game. You've got your Ferrari out there making 30 tackles a game. He's going to be banged up by the end of the season. Like, he's a half. I don't understand it. Don't get it. Makes no sense. But hopefully it goes right.
Could it just be Sheensy making Kamali make shit decisions just to bolster his fucking case?
Fuck, I don't know, honestly. Storm versus Raiders.
Storm.
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, I'm going Storm.
Just before off this game, I missed this. Nickel Clockstad playing reserve grade this week.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, him and Sticky have had some sort of a falling out, haven't they?
Well, he signed with another club
with the Warriors.
this
I know
week.
that, but what, is that why Sticky's just going, what, fuck y'all? Like, I mean, he's been playing him off the bench anyway. Why wouldn't he sign? And his kids are over there. Like, you're going back to New Zealand? Oh, fuck you, I'm dropping you. Well,
And Raiders are still playing for their
He
season.
hasn't been. He's not even started.
I'm going to see my sons, Ricky, like, for fuck's sake. Again, I'm sure Ricky hasn't dropped him purely for that, but maybe he has, and, you know, maybe you just beat Ricky in a fisticuffs.
I don't know what's going on, but he hasn't been starting. Now he's been dropped, and now he's going. So, fuck, who knows? But Storm, I think, will win.
I think Storm get the win.
I'd be shocked if they won 3 on the trot.
Man.
With Munster back.
They lose 3 in the trot. That'd be the weirdest. I can't even remember a time that's happened.
Mate, fucking name me the last time Storm won. Lost 3 on the trot. Be
Bulldogs, Rabbitohs.
Huge humping by the Rabbitohs, I think.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Trell back, looking good. Cody looking
pretty good.
Yeah, but Trell has unlocked Cody. He's given him life again.
He has.
Cody was like at a
Cody's
party
been
with none of
unlocked.
his mates being like, this sucks. Then Trell comes back.
No one knew the code. Latrell knows the code.
Yeah.
They said, what's the code to unlock? And he went, beep, 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 beep.
And now it's like bang, 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 bang.
And it was literally, the code was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Latrell knows how to unlock blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can unlock blokes.
He's a locksmith.
Fucking oath he's a locksmith,
Latrell the
mate.
locksmith.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd order Latrell. If I was locked out of my house, I'm ordering Latrell.
First bloke.
He'd come
The
in.
only bloke I'd get.
Yeah.
Latrell.
Trell locked out of the house. I'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going Rabbitohs to get the win here.
Humping.
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 And obviously New South Wales to
13 plus. Manly 13 plus.
Score. Oh, you've done the score prediction 24-22 with Jake Trbojevic scoring at the end there. Yeah. I reckon, I can't remember what my score prediction was, but it was Queensland winning. Boys, thanks as always. Grab a case of Bloke in a bar. Also, Bloke hoodies, 6 p.m. next week, and Bloke beanies plus Bloke truckies, tan colour, limited amount. As usual, I'll go and fuck myself. Thank you.